Yo, welcome everyone. It's Friday, the 7th of November, and today we've got SNS Tier 2 qualifiers for EU playing for a $500 prize pool. So, the way it's going to work, I believe, let me have a quick look at the numbers again. I did remember them initially, and I just forgot them again. Of course, it happens, standard process. We've got 16 teams this time, and from my understanding, it's going to be the case that the top 3 teams will qualify from Group A, which will be 4 games, and then the people that don't qualify, the 8 teams? No, sorry, the 9 teams that don't qualify will then be moved into Lobby B, and then there's already 3 people in that lobby, so that will make another a full lobby basically, and they'll play 4 more games, and then the top 9 will qualify from there. Hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, we've got a bunch of games ahead of us, so hopefully everyone's got the snacks and drinks ready. And of course, for the players, good luck to all of them. If anyone's watching before the game start, we're like 2 minutes away, hopefully. I'm already cranked up and ready, man. Had put the eye drops in, had the coffee, slammed the meal real quick. Made some lemon and honey tea as well. But maybe it gets a bit too cold by the time my throat starts getting sore. So I just didn't want to have anyone waiting too long. So I just kind of pre-prepped it, Either way, let's flick over and see what's going on. Of course, everyone's going to know all of these teams. If anyone's watched any Vive EU camp, you're going to be pretty familiar with a lot of these names. But I can provide some additional context as well. Who this, Snow and Knemo, Mystic and Crocus, they are like really not super duper old school players, but they've been around for a long, long time. I think they've been away from the game for maybe like a year or so, but I do remember seeing their names for sure. Maybe in like the closed beta days. So it's cool to see those names that are re-emerging. And I know that I'm pretty sure Mystic and Crocus had like a good couple of scrim blocks. What was it, last week? Yeah, man, the weeks passed by very, very fast. But yeah, they had some nice games. I remember them being quite rusty at the start, but then towards the end, they really started putting in those kills and started winning some games. In fact, so it's going to be really fun to see. I'm not sure if Hat are not necessarily forfeiting, but they just can't find a sub. I think someone had a technical issue, or it might have been a power outage or something along those lines. So hopefully they could maybe get it resolved. But we are like 1 minute late now. This might give me an opportunity to just paste to socials everywhere. Just a second. I'm going to try and run the ad now as well, guys. So there's hopefully no interruptions if the games do start. So catch you guys in a sec. Yo, what's up, who dis, bro? I mean, you're probably not going to hear this, but unless you got blocker, then fine. Welcome back, guys. Thanks everyone for joining. We should hopefully be starting very soon. I think we just need to figure out what we're going to do about this hat team, which unfortunately, yeah, as I mentioned just before, had a power outage. So hopefully they can get things up and going again. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of people that have coaches for these teams from Vive UCamp, so maybe they're getting a watch in as well. This is kind of when it matters the most. In fact, of course, with it being qualifiers and then finals tomorrow, all of that effort and training. Oh, I think Hat may be re-emerging. I'm not sure who their sub's going to be, though. So if anyone is like a kind of potential new viewer as well, I'll just give you like some of the potential highlights from each team. And yeah, at least from my knowledge, I might not be like a full encyclopedia for all of these guys' various talents and character picks, but let's have a quick look through then. Like Kath is pretty awesome. They got a pretty decent roster in terms of what they can pick. Hey Vipper, you gotta wait, man. I'm gonna go through it in a random order. We've got ATK, got Kappa Guards. He streams a lot, man. That guy's dedicated to streaming Supervive at the minute. So, if you're in the late hours, he's probably online at some point, and you can catch some streams of him. I remember the last time I watched him was practicing Shiv, but with the Shiv nerfs, I'm not really sure if ATK going to change to something else, something different potentially. Moic and Crystal have been in the scene for a decent amount of time. So shout out to those guys, and they also play a wide variety of characters. I'm not too familiar with Jobo though, so that's going to be like my first insights at least for this person. Apex are also crazy. You got Lizardo, Vipera, Rhapsody. I mean, Rhapsody's a really good myth player, and I'm pretty sure Lizardo plays Ghost. I swear they've like not roster swapped, but played a bunch of different characters amongst themselves while I've been watching them. So I think they're pretty versatile. 1QW. This is a bit of a mixture of people. Like 6 Noon's also like played in the tier 1 scene at some points. But Velati and Sunchis have also played in Vive UCamp, so yeah, there's some potential good stuff that can happen with that team for sure. We've got FLF. JRF's also played the game quite a lot in the past, and I think the other 2 members are part of Vive UCamp as well. Same with Fish as well, of course. Yo, what's up, man, dude? Do I not have T-Rex? I thought it worked last time. Let me see. What? Why does it not work? Oh. Oh, they're going to run as a 2-man. Interesting.
Wind's blowing. Time to fly.
Select your hunter.
Oh, don't worry about it, Treadsy, mate. It's all good. Don't worry. It's fine. Like, it's just too late. It's my bad, bro. Don't worry about it. I should have said something about it earlier. Don't worry about it. Appreciate it, though, but it's all good. Alrighty, so game number 1. Let's get into it. I'm hoping all the coaches are watching, man. This is when it matters. Like I said before, this is that instrumental moment when you've got to prove your worth. Especially if you make it out of, get into the top 3 in Group A. You are super duper chilling. Otherwise, the fatigue might start to settle in. But in the kind of converse way, you could maybe say some people get more warmed up and more acclimatized to the game the longer they play for. But that's probably like a sweet spot, right? Like maybe you argue six games is the sweet spot, but if you've got to play 8, oof. And we are looking at a loading screen that looks very, very nice. Totally not cut off custom game. Interesting. Alrighty, let's get into it. We've got bullet drench to start things off as well. What?
Incoming.
Got armors on Imhotech. And we got Soul of Affluence and Soul of the Hunt spawning in not too long as well, of course. On Under and Grind respectively. And who's going towards Imhotech? Okay, so this is an established pattern, especially we've seen from Apex. They always, typically they always drop for armors, and they've got it completely uncontested for the nth time. At the same time, we do see Fish as well forming up a little bit on Mage Bog, alongside them SWT. We did see Secure Void in the Nations tourney quite a long time ago, so if you know, you know, guys. And no one went for the souls at all. They're just completely untouched, unless FLF or someone on a Skyshock rotates down to the south side, but doesn't seem like it so far. On the left, we're looking at a Sus, completely isolated farm on Molten. They can maybe go for Chaos afterwards. It also depends on how Apex kind of farm, if they farm downwards, because these two teams potentially might meet each other in Chaos. That's my prediction at the very least. Yo, what's up, GPA dude? ATK also forming up a CAD, maybe going for that early level 7. I guess the red book. And there's FLF with that rotation, as I mentioned, going for Affluence, so that's a nice little boon there, potentially, uncontested. We are looking at the zone pulling kind of southways for the moment. But a very, very calm early game. I'm wondering if that will change, if people start getting really kill point hungry as the games go on. As I mentioned, there might be a lot of competitive nerves going on. Yeah, exactly, Luca, bro. There's a lot of old names like Snow, K-Nemo. I was saying it at the start of the stream. Like, I don't even know if many people, even from the tier 1 scene, know of them. They're like, it's like from really early on. Maybe you know of them, Luca. Like, yeah, exactly, bro, exactly.
Enemies have captured a meteor soul.
And there's Crocus and Mystic as well. Oh, they play with you, Cookies. That's chill, bro. Yeah, I know Mystic. I didn't play with them, but I'm sure I've seen them in like lobbies way back in the days. Yeah. I'm sure Crocus used to play Felix Perma back in the days, if I'm not mistaken. Because I basically knew every Felix main back in the days like that. Because I was like, who the fuck else knows, who the fuck else plays this character, bro? Yeah, unfortunately, I think one of them had a DC GPA, power outage, and couldn't reconnect. So they're just playing the game on hard mode. But if they still qual, they're just goats, bro. They might deserve a consolation prize just for that extra modifier. Ooh, Gentile. Oh, also known for the Shrike, going in very aggressively. Kanemo already found dead, but there's a nice little wisp pick up at the last second. But knocked away. Trying to stick it as long as possible. But can't stick it anymore because of the summon napalm. Spike grenade doesn't connect by Trapper. Yo, what's up, Kowsk, dude? Yeah, exactly, Cookies, bro. Who this is likely to be dead. Just get the root in at the last second. It's not enough. So it is Snow on the train tracks, getting that res up for free. Pick up on the north side. We are seeing some trouble potentially brewing between AT and Fish. It looks like that's kind of resolved itself. It looks like a rotation up to the north side for some ghosts. Gonna get maybe a potential level 7 on someone. Unsuccessful. We're seeing about 3 or 4 teams converging as well on Iron Acres. Spore on the last legs. We are seeing a bit of a wind tunnel play. Viper is forced away at least one into the abyss. Snow finds Hunger at the same time. There goes the root, but unfortunately can't get like a chain stun. Viper tries a Vortex Charm, was unsuccessful. Kaneme also sends out the Rain of Arrows, and a very, very aggressive send. Snow unfortunately misses the dunk. There goes the roots by Hudis. Keeps peppering those LMBs onto Rhapsody, but Viper is healing that up at the last second. Snow now on 1 HP, manages to dash away at the last second. Hudis also has to dash away too. Old have completely unfortunately lost that one.
Abyssal hatchlings are spawning soon.
And aside from that, things have calmed down again.
Swarm is closing.
Well, obviously, the teams are still very, very close to each other. Their 2 mob resets are available to grab that extra bit of XP. It looks like Rhapsody unfortunately didn't get the XP leech, so he's still level 6. But only one camp will probably resolve that. Got high set dying to the world, unfortunately. Yeah, maybe a bullet train, I'm not too sure. Older out, walking towards Fish this time.
Enemy Oracle online.
Snow just narrowly missing that hook, unfortunately. That would have been a guaranteed kill, very, very likely. We are looking at Hyper Haste as well, spawning in not too long too. 25 seconds, and Nuke Box also. Ran to dice to the Abyss. I'm not sure if they've gone full tilt mode. It's super unfortunate. But, as Cookies mentioned, there's still many games for them to hopefully at least get in. So. Just north of the Hot, we are looking at Calf, applying a little bit of pressure onto Fish.
Abyssal hatchlings have spawned.
Oh, there's one proc on Fish. Oh, Drive is going crazy. Already found dead now. Gentle cleaning up house potentially, as Grosslin Bear might be the next victim. There's a nice little dash away by Piggy. The ulti is sent out but doesn't get a connection, unfortunately. Portal's placed by Dowdzer. Unfortunately, they can't get any more poke onto the Piggy. Keeps managing to TP away. It's pretty successful with that. We're looking at a potential fight on Underrock brewing as well. Sinner's Embrace already popped. Captain Hammer getting a nice little potential ISO fight. Has already forced away one member. He's chasing now in the wind tunnels. Trying to find that kill onto Sparta. That train, they're going to be careful of it. Oof. It looks like that's caused the disengagement, which is, smooth things out for now, again. Oh, Hunger nearly got the dunk there, but Crystal was not at that HP threshold. Jebo blocks the ulti. Big sender by Crystal, trying to get the counter sport. Is successful. Hunger now on very low HP, tries another dunk, but it's unsuccessful. Zeolade now has to jump ship completely. Last member alive for Sauce. And AT, I think, also... Sorry, Old taking at least one kill. Hudis getting killing by Pero. Some green on green violence. It looks like. Nice little spike grenade connection. Maybe able to level the playing field. Oh, but Hudis actually turns it around the last second and gets the reset too.
Abyssal hatchlings
And
incoming.
Vipera is actually also kind of leveling the playing field at the last second.
Warning.
That misses the root also. Apex are back as a 4-3-man, sticking that root super close by. Vortex Charm just narrowly misses.
Enemy Oracle online.
We do see a couple of win ring plays from Hudis going up to the north side. And a res by Snow, trying to get back all members in whatever way possible. Yo, Cusk, you got it back, man. You got found it back, man. I appreciate you, dude. Thanks for all the follows as well, everyone. If anyone's from the NA, you probably heard me maybe casting at least some of the Tier 2 quals or finals or something along those lines. So, if the voice is familiar, that's where you're hearing it from. We are looking at Masamune spawning in about 10 seconds as well. Where's Chips and Luca? Oh my god. Imagine if they played. If Bomber played, that would be crazy. Why would they play Tier 2 though?
Abyssal hatchlings have spawned.
Man, this is just continuous green on green violence, man. Zardo's getting a decent, chunky, healthy amount of damage though. Maybe able to get one kill, but the second wind unfortunately doesn't get the connection to Kenemo. Manages to escape with a slither HP. Kazuma also finds training enthusiast at the same time. And Songbow is going to be up for grabs for free by Apex, very, very likely. We do see Sikia Void also super low on HP, managing to make good use of the mountain at the last second. Velati also finds Atsu at the same time, so continuous fights are happening across the battlefield. little cheeky escape at the last second. In the Lambo by Zeolade. But it's now in SWT's domain. It also gets spiked, unfortunately. And is found fully dead. We are looking at Hunger last alive for Sus. Level 7. They've picked up a Sky Shock, though. They've got a potential chance of escaping here, but they are driving through about 50 teams, so going to be ever observant, of course. We're looking at a red drop in about 10 seconds as well. Two teams on the south side, maybe kind of close to each other. I'm not sure if they're eyeing up a fight. We are seeing the level advantages become a bit more apparent now between these teams. Old have not managed to get a little bit more XP for that level 11/12. Another potential engagement here, it looks like, between SWT and AT. We're seeing a Beck and Stun onto Crystal and Merit respectively, but they've managed to survive on the mini island. We're looking at Dragon Breath rounds in about 25 seconds as well, and just to the left of that, Viperia is taking down iDrive. Cross Bear had to pop the ulti up to the north. And Crystal sends it in with the ulti. Unfortunately, he doesn't get the connection, and hopefully no one gets spiked here. We've seen it happen there many times before. Oh, but Gristland Bear does die, but not to the spike though, which is something you can maybe argue is a good thing. Bish do get out of there, unfortunately, 11th place. And 1QW are picking up, even more mobs for free. A lot of teams seem to be dancing around the Dragon Breath rounds as well. And Hunger's managed to stay alive basically forever. There is a rest on the bottom left-hand side, but I think Hunger's time is very shortly about to be up. As SWT pick up that last little kill there. And a nice little catch potentially. Hopefully Snow doesn't die to the Z-axis. Seeing many KPs falling since that change. Nice little Abyssal Breaker by Atsu as well. Shield is now broken in a bit of a troublesome situation. ATK have had to completely split ways for the moment. We are seeing a kind of circle around by Kappa Gods. But is unable to kind of enact anything too potent against Apex just yet. Oh, Trinity's just was not paying attention there. And unfortunately, ATK have now lost one member, maybe potentially two. I just saw Atsu on the top on that mini island. KT are just, gatekeeping him for the moment. And all these teams, that Dragon Breath round is still up for grabs. Super low HP, it's about to die. But who's going to get the ever important pickup? Hudis actually goes for the pick and drops his Refractor instead for that. So, but they could probably exchange it amongst themselves now. On the right hand side, we do see another Abyssal Breaker pop. Big orb hit by Velati. Gentle trying to get some poke onto Sparta, or at least any member of FLF if possible, but gets knocked away at the last second. We do see Resonating Idol on the floor as well. Trapper is found dead. Kaf and now just two members. Luckily, no one dies to the train. And, unfortunately, that spike allows them, means that they can't even jump on the train, which makes things even more troublesome. As Old are getting absolutely sandwiched right now. One member left. Nice little air blast at the last second by Hudis. But the Dragon Breath rounds are on the floor now. K-Nemo is kindly donating that to one of the two teams here. Oh, but Hudis, he's picked up Snow at the last second. Dragon Breath rounds are still on the floor. Crocus is likely to pick that one up now. AT pick up 2 kills, taking out 2 members of FLF, so they are shortly outed afterwards. 9th place is 1QW now look to continue to apply pressure onto AT. Abyssal Breakers are thrown in every single direction as Moek tries to pop the Bridges Fury and the R&B knockaways whenever possible, but unfortunately gets spiked, all things considered. Now Vlati just continuously getting poke, as Saros would do. Crystal is found dead. You're looking at Imorius that I don't think anyone is going to be able to pick up, unfortunately. Crown pickup by Hudis, trying to get back K-Nemo if possible, or kill Dowdza. But yeah, there's a nice little convenient portal to the left-hand side. We do see a couple more LMBs being applied to Dowdza. He's relatively low on HP now, in combustion state. Hopefully he doesn't get spiked. He's feathering almost perfectly, but it wasn't enough. And Older back as a full 3-man. Kaf are outed. 8th place. We are seeing a nuke drop now as well. KT chilling on the kind of edge of that train tracks. Secure Void also last alive now for SWT. Hope he doesn't get spiked now. His in combustion state can hopefully keep staying on the mountains as long as possible, but he's going to start taking a decent amount of damage from the end game. Oof, ATK getting absolutely slammed. Train Enthusiast managed to survive with a slither of HP potentially. The Suncheese keeps applying this LMB 6+ noon with the big aggressive Abyssal Breaker, not catching too much value though. Velati found dead in the Abyss. No Whisper to be res there, unfortunately. And Kazuma is now, shortly last alive as well for KT. And he's going to try a box res, but Somehow that root didn't hit. I'm not really sure how that looked like it hit, but then it didn't hit at the same time. That's really weird. 1 minute 20 for the crown for 6 past noon though. We are hearing another crown pickup, this time Kazimo. There goes the Fury pop by Kenemo. Oh, unfortunately not getting too much value, but there goes the massive chain combo stun onto Vipera. Found dead very, very quickly, but he may be getting rezzed very, very soon as well. He's back up in the game. And then Lizardo might be the next victim. Old, actually, you know, pull off some magic here potentially. They avoid getting hit by the Vortex Charm plus second wind. And hopefully no one dies to the train here in this instance. Apex jump ship completely. They've lost the armors. And now Kazimo's trying to jump across as well. No, absolutely, actually jumps back at the last second. And 1QW seem like they don't want to take any risks playing in the Abyss. Battlegun has unfortunately also been used by Sunchi's too. So that's one less kind of a bit of utility they can get value from. And there goes the Abyssal Breaker pop by Atsu. And there goes another Viridus Fury pop, it looks like, by Kenemo and Rhapsody. But there's a nice little hook at the last second. But Snow, I'm not sure if we can follow this one up with the Sunfire Drive plus the Slug Wave. Tries to do a decent amount of damage, but unfortunately it's not enough. We are seeing another crown being picked up instantly afterwards. 10 seconds roughly for Kazimo. I'm wondering who's going to get it in this scenario. Oh my god, 6 past noon. The extra momentum from the squid is something you didn't want there. And you may be paying the price for it potentially. As Rhapsody tries to apply a bit of pressure. At the same time, Old Hoodis also on super low HP, but manages to escape with a slow HP. He's trying to get healing at the last second. Old! Okay, they do dodge the train at the last second. 1 minute left on the top side. KT did pop the crown, but are absolutely low now on HP as Apex. They've managed to pick up the armors and then some. They actually get a spike at the last second onto 6 past noon. Hopefully Suncheese can maybe pick up a couple of kills. Gets at least one spike. Crocus is found out shortly after. It's Kazimo last alive for KT. But no, they get spiked instead themselves. 1QW are outed shortly after KT. We're looking at 3 teams left now. Old have managed to stay in the game. They might be old, but that old means they've got the wisdom. That wisdom infinitely carries on as the game continues to evolve and progress, it seems.
An enemy oracle is scanning.
ATK now just chilling on that mini island on the bottom right hand side. E-Plat's obviously going to be infinite dividends here potentially. We are seeing Robert Raccoons being dropped as well. Maybe getting some clean yoinks in. Train is rapidly arriving. Hopefully no one's not paying attention. Yo, what's up, Ash? I mean, Vipera still got the bubble probably off cooldown again. Songbow on Lizardo. Just looking at everyone else's economy, etc. Yo, yo. Alright, we've reached that kind of the classic, traditional Mexican standoff that you'd see. The only problem for Old is they've got to just make sure that they continuously paying attention to train. But they've done a good job so far, but, you know, if you add a couple more things to the mix, things might be a bit more difficult.
Enemy oracle online.
Yeah, Ash, yesterday's squads was crazy in comparison. Holy. Ooh, Kenemo getting mega damage onto Vipera at the last second. Perhaps he has to pop the Viridus Furies in return now. There goes those E-Plat players I was mentioning. And the nuke drop finally. That's something more reminiscent of the tier 2 scene that I've seen many times before. There we go. There's the classic tier 2 plays. There goes the Abyssal Breaker on the south side. Oh, they're just chilling on the E-Plat for now, but they've got to hope they've got at least, you know, economy for at least one more. Have you seen anywhere but here on the floor as well? I'm wondering if they want to pick that one up. Hook dunk by Snow at the last second. Really big damage CC chain to follow it up. Who this hit? Also hits the root as well, so they've lost one member. There goes the second Fury, this time on by Nemo. The bubbles popped again instantly, but Capricorns actually gets the kill into Vipera. Rhapsody also super on HP as There's a nice little punch at the last second or knock away. There's Otto now last alive. Unfortunately, they are found fully dead. And Old now have to be kind of careful here. Kanebe, unfortunately, dies to the train. And Snow is found dead instantly after. Hoodie's last alive, trying to get the Whisperers if possible with the ulti. But I don't think it's going to be enough here. Oh, actually gets a spike. 2 spikes. No way. It gets the root at the last second. Oh my god. He turned it around. A couple more LMBs will surely seal the deal. No way. And he's looking to stick the res now. I don't think Train Enthusiast can really stop this one. Nice little air blast plus root. They're back as a full 3-man. And unfortunately, Train Enthusiast dies to his namesake. And Old take game number 1. Oh my god. Crazy stuff. I was not expecting those spikes. I was like, surely this is assured, man. Like, there's no reason to glide. There's no reason to to die there. Holy. All right, guys. Unfortunately, I need to restart the stream because I forgot to put on a 1-minute stream delay. So,
Select your hunter.
all right, welcome back, guys. Hopefully, you guys can hear me because my I'm trying to refresh my stream manager and it's not showing anything. I'm just getting like content failed to load a bunch of times. Maybe I refresh too often. All right, but I am back online. Okay, I can see that at the very least. I can see the kind of bitrate graph, so I'm content enough. Unfortunately, my chat's not loading though. It's going to be on a minute delay anyway, so it's going to be a bit hard. I will try and run the ad break though because it's about to start. So.
정말 대단해요. 정말 대단해요. 정말 대단해요. 정말 대단해요. 정말 대단해요. 달의 가오가.
Oh, that's great. I can't even see my chat for now. That's unfortunate. Alright, I'm trying to run this blind then for now. Alright, so game 2, we're looking at Gridlock with armors up for grabs. We've got Soul of the Hunt as well up for grabs and Affluence, not too far away. And surely Apex drop Gridlock. Oh, there's 2 teams there this time. SWT are also maybe accompanying them. My guess is it's both of them. Unless they've already dropped early. They're green normally, aren't they? Apex. Yep, as I thought. Once we get past this kind of Pebble Storm, there we go. There's that aggressive drop we typically always see from Apex, but of course now they have contenders. SWT do have the level 2 advantage just for now. Of course, with Monster on that Eva, they're going to be able to, you know, get those mobs cleared extremely fast, and they've also got the kind of the mechanisms to escape from those kind of difficult situations as well. SWT running probably one of the most unconventional comps of all time. Crazy pickups. JRF also taking down Crocus straight off the bat. Let's flick over to FLF and see how they're getting along. It looks like there's a complete disband here. So KT jumping on the train for a res, and they're going to be back in the game without issue. Oh, that Vortex Charm could have potentially been monstrous there, but unfortunately didn't get the connection. Captain Hammered go with a nice potential clean in by her now on super low HP. The LMBs keep being peppered onto Captain Hammered now to jump ship at the last second. What's up, Blink, dude? Oh! There goes a nice little beckon. Oh, if they had the follow-up, that would have been so nice there. But Monster, unfortunately, now has to completely jump ship. Oh, gets hit by the Arcane Railgun, but there's a nice little kill at the last second by Sticky Void. Oh, and Captain Hammer does hit the dagger as well, but unfortunately can't hit the flip combo onto Rhapsody. That would have probably been a kill there too. Lizardo may also be dead. Sticky Void just needs to hit like one more LMB if possible. But there's a nice little bit of 80 strafing from Lizardo. Manages to escape. Heal up for a bit longer. There goes the backbone Mine Monster instantly as well. Flicking over to the left-hand side. Oh, it looks like Nemo also got a kill onto Gentle as well. And Hudis is looking to kill Dowser as well just afterwards. So it is just Trepper last alive for Calf. Oh, and that chase never stopped. We are seeing a double Sky Shock play here. Okay, it looks like a complete escape at the last second. I mean, Apex got the res off anyway, in zone, in a CAD, so they're going to be okay. All things considered, we're seeing a very, very slow, late rotation from Fish as well. Hopefully not getting completely chased out. Gross Lambert already in zone though, so I think they're trying to get it back in if possible. KT have maintained dominion over Vanegrove as well amidst the chaos. I'm going to try refreshing my Twitch again. Hopefully it works this time, surely. High Drive does die to the Abyss, unfortunately. Crocus takes down Gross Lambert. Damn, I'm still getting that Twitch failed to load module. Unlucky. Ooh. Missing some max range magic potentially happening. It looks like Milk Honey's actually back as well. So I'm happy that Hat get to play as a full 3-man. There's 3 teams dancing on the top left-hand side as well. It looks like it's calmed down for the moment. There is a level advantage for FLF, but they don't seem to want to even test their metal against the other team, unfortunately. We're also seeing some Ghosts being picked up. And Mystic setting in very aggressively. Unfortunately, there's a scuff by Rhapsody as well on that Sky Shock. Somehow the punch kind of slid in and connected because of that reason. That's so unfortunate. Looks like Fish have made their into zone. They're level 6s. Oh, they're not too far behind them though. Hudis does get the root. So I don't think he can get too many more LMBs. He only got like 1 extra LMB. Of course, Bishop is going to be one of like the queens of escaping permanently and kiting, especially while sending LMBs in continuously. We do see a nice little punch at the last second. And hopefully iDrive can apply some more reinforcements, but doesn't look like it's going to be enough. And Snow takes down Gross Lambert right at the end.
Abyssal hatchlings are spawning soon.
Oh, actually going for a full chase, it looks like, maybe, yeah. Looks like Old really want to take Dominion over these last couple of mobs for the day 2 mob resets. Over Fish, Lepiggy is continuously dancing around terrain, you know, as much as possible on that Void. Hits a full combo onto Kanemo. Even with the hook, it's not enough. Gonna lose that arm wrestle.
The storm is closing.
At the same time, we're looking at Damage Soul and Celerity spawning in not too long. Alright, the Piggy got a relatively clean escape though, all things considered. And we are continuously seeing a couple of teams dancing here and there, but most teams, apart from that, are just looking for mob farms whenever possible. Maybe SWT have first dibs on the on Celerity, it looks like, and potentially FLF if they want to go for it. Oh, a spike at the last second, unfortunately. Finding out Atsu.
Abyssal hatchlings have spawned.
Oh, Milkony captured out Kappa Gods too shortly afterwards. He's a train enthusiast last alive. I'm wondering if Kaf want to absolutely hunt this one. We are seeing an aggressive dagger forward by Trepper, followed by a portal play by Dowser as well. Fusel is popped. Unfortunately, ATK are outed last place. We do see a potential fight on the right side as well, it looks like, as well as on the ship as well. Hudis getting another route, but is routed onto the train tracks as F-Fish just get the res off at the last second. So a lot of teams in very, very close proximity, but, you know, it's not enough for a 4 in, it looks like. Flicking down to Race Row, it looks like AT managed to... They didn't really lose anything of value, to be honest. They didn't look like they have armors and lost them. So if anything, SWT actually lost in the exchange overall. Because, of course, armor repairs are going to be much more efficient for AT at the moment. JRF finds Rhapsody. Lizardo finds Marionette. So it looks like a massive full fight going on between these two teams. And JRF jumped ship at the last second. Apex got the res off too, so they are up in droves now, it looks like. We're seeing a wide rotation as well by a fish. With the green TP on the bottom left-hand side.
Like so.
We're seeing a pad play as well. Question is, where do they want to send it onto, though? Just dancing around in the air, it looks like, for now. Snow, looking to get the hook in if possible. Unfortunately, can't do it. And a potential wide flank here. Very aggressive sending, it looks like. Unfortunately, Captain Ham... Oh, who is it? No, it was Lizardo actually getting caught out, unfortunately. Maybe it was a bush camp by SWT. That was a really nice clean pick up there. That's a real nice armor reset, I guess. But there is a heart just above them, so they can easily reset without issue. No one's around them. We're looking at True Flight as well, and Resonating Idol spawning in around 50 seconds. Kazmo maybe looking to steal Guardian. No, runs away at the last second.
Warning. Storm closing.
Some potential dancing between SWT and Apex. Round number 2, are they going to chill in the bush again? Surely no one gets caught out. One QW and old as well. Having their own little mini dances, but that's completely resolved itself again. Armor repairs have come in as well as bond captures.
An enemy oracle is scanning.
Fish again coming with that super duper late rotate into zone.
Abyssal hatchlings have spawned.
This is extremely calm. It feels like for day 3. I can definitely feel like that. I definitely sense there being like nerves or more apprehensiveness to fight, because typically the tier 2 scene, especially in EU, is very fight heavy. Trapper tries to send it with a Fusel onto Vipero. Gentle also hits at least one proc, but can't really do too much more. You're seeing Rhapsody trying to go for a full sending with the Viridius Fury, but can't really capture much value from it. Ooh, Trapper getting a nice bit of poke there at the last second onto Vipero. He's not actually kind of low on my mana too. Kind of has to play this one a bit carefully. Vortex Charm, unfortunately not getting the connection. Gentil also taking a lot of damage, but Vipero's found dead by a nice little cheeky sniper around the pillar. Lizardo might be the next victim shortly afterwards as Rhapsody tries to fight for her life. Unfortunately not enough, and Apex might be out in here, unfortunately. Oh man. That is messed up. So... big win at the last second. Crystal managing to dance around. Ranter on 1 HP. Could maybe get a kill or something along those lines. Oof. Oh my god. Milk Honey taking down Crystal at the last second. It is Moik last alive now for 80. A nice little dunk by Cosmos. They kill Milk Honey. And we're looking at a red drop in about 40 seconds. Calf also looking to poke out Old, it looks like. They've all backed on each other now. Snow looking to try and get a hook if possible. Flanking from the kind of the left-hand side. Trying to apply pressure from multiple angles. Big Fusillade pop onto who this, but nice knock away at the last second. Moik is Vendetta, that's 80 outed 10th place. Seeing a mini portal play by Delta, but can't unfortunately get that much value. There's a nice little route there, but only captures one. Maybe they give Snow an opportune moment to go in, but unfortunately can't get the stun, the chain stun. So now they have to wait for another window of opportunity, but especially against the poke comp, it's really difficult to keep doing without having some sort of resets when possible. Gentil tries to get the poke, hits one shot onto K-Nime, but can't. Maybe can hit the second one actually? Oh, Gentil, okay. Oh, what a clean third. 1 QW. Dads are now split from the team on the south side. Maybe take the anomaly or go to the right side if possible. There's a breaker pop by 6 past noon. Oh, what a clean little orb player at the last second. And unfortunately, CAF are outed 9th place. You're looking at B-Cam rewind in about 5 seconds. Quickly just check some messages, 1 second.
Meteor beasts have landed.
One sec, I'll try that then. Oh, it's still saying fail to load module, dude. It's so annoying. One sec, I'll just try turning off something.
Enemy Oracle online.
Oh, it's still scuffed even with that. That's cool. Turn it back on then. Right. Oh, just leave it running blind, it's fine. Try and do it in between the games. Oh, the squid somehow didn't connect. Kazamo trying to get that kill onto JRF if possible. Did you see Ranta taking that Mystic at the same time? And we are looking at Crocus sticking the res. That one's going to be successful. Fish is still in the game, but are super duper underleveled now at this point. If you guys are still listening as well, yeah, I'm just casting qualifiers, so I think it's going to conflict with tier 1 scrims, so we'll not be able to cast tier 1 scrims, unfortunately. Sorry for the late responses.
The storm is closing.
Don't know why my Twitch chat just randomly died, so. Oh, Sin is embraced, but can't really get any value from it, and Snow just get the nice little dunk plus slug wave hook combo, full kill. And Old have the mountain for their cover against KT just for the moment, but they now have to jump onto the train tracks temporarily. SWT they're looking for their own res. Sicky Void does manage to make it onto the mountain just temporarily. JRF is last life for FLF. We're seeing a crown pickup by Sicky Void. Manages to TP away again the second time. We are seeing... Oof! Fortunately got his ult scuffed as well. There's no crown potential anymore for SWT. You're hitting a res attempt as well with the cook by JRF. Sunji's trying to battle gun the cook there. A very aggressive in by Marionette. Insta-gimped basically. JRF might be the next victim shortly afterwards. Always getting a couple of kills there. But Velati is actually the last one taking down Sparta, so FLF are out in 8th place.
Enemies have captured a soul.
Snow getting a nice little dunk. Plus slug wave combo onto 6 fast noon now. 1QW now just 2 members. What was decently placed by Suncheese, trying to dash back onto the north side. Velati probably has to jump ship completely here if possible. And there goes the chilling Fanani play. Getting that damage in, but Kanemo holding ground for as long as possible, it looks like. We are hearing a nuke drop as well. And a Singularity pop. Who this has been killed by a sneaky play by Fish, it looks like. And now we're looking at Captain Hamid. Crown pickup, 1 minute 20 left. KT chilling on the mini island for the moment. Mystic also getting a nice little free pick at the last second as well. We are seeing a Lambo play by Zialade. Actually, does a little bit of damage to Kazuma, but I don't think it's going to be enough, unfortunately. Hat are now occupying this territory. They're also looking at Milk Honey with the rewind, so I expect to see some rewind magic. We've seen it before, especially in the tier 2 sim with rewinds and KPs. Oh, and Hunger manages to survive just about. Could have been the battle of the Jins. Cat Heist managed to survive for a little bit longer with the dagger backwards, but unfortunately it's not enough. The Hat have lost a member now. Not really any clear free reses. There's a crown on the bottom left and a res on the bottom left, but that's a lot of terrain to kind of walk through. You're looking at Snow last alive. It looks like Hat can't really fight against to take out Snow in this scenario. And he has 2.9k, so you know it's just short of buying a crown as well. On the another island, it looks like a Singularity pop. Milk Honey is caught out here in this scenario. Unfortunately, maybe already popped the rewind or doesn't have it or can't use it. I'm not really sure. But Ranter is last alive now for Hat. If he takes the portal, he ends up in 1QW's domain. And they have obviously control over res as well, which makes things really, really difficult. So he's going to, we're seeing what? 4 straggler teams basically. I mean, SW2 at least 2 man, so it makes things a little bit easier.
Storm tightening.
I mean, Crocus already popped the summon napalm. couple of win ring plays to the left-hand side for KT. And they definitely have vision and Fish. I mean, Fish were under level before, but they got the levels, man. They did that PvP. They've got those individual picks. We're seeing a box res that's been cancelled at the last second by Ranta. Captain Hamid nearly getting the dunk. Oh, they actually get the stun combo onto Snow. Unfortunately, he's found full dead, so that is old. Outed 7th place. Really unfortunate set of circumstances. Our game 1 winners are outed. Not getting too many placement points, unfortunately. But they did end up with the, what, 10 kills. That's not too bad. Oh, Sticky Void. Full HP. Oh, stun. Gets the Singularity combo. Sticky Void is going to get at least 1 more kill here. Taking down Sus. Outed 6th place. And Ranta taken out just afterwards by Fish. So they're coming back. And they've got the rewind too. Ooh. This could be really crazy for Piggy. Especially if Piggy had Squid, that would have been so good. Squid and rewind, that would have been crazy. There goes the Abyssal Breaker play. Drive is taking so much damage. Unfortunately, Captain Hamid does take down Grosslon Bear. Singularity pop by Captain Hamid. Oh my god. All the Voids. And Jin's all reunited. Captain Hamid last alive now, chilling in the Abyss just temporarily. Playing on those win rings as long as possible. The Piggy jumps down actually now. Drops the stun but doesn't get a connection. Captain Hamid not getting the spike, unfortunately. And you see a nice little bit of battle gun play by the Piggy. Unfortunately, Captain Hamid can't hit the dunk. Stun misses again by Piggy. Unfortunately, Fish are outed 4th place. There gets the hook slug wave. Not getting that much value, unfortunately.
Warning. Storm closing.
Oh, we do see a battle gun pick up on Kazamo, but he's dashed away pretty much perfectly. You're seeing a res attempt by Captain Hamid. He's cycled away all the way down to the south side, but that's averted the eyes of KT. They've walked down to the south side now to try and get the kill, but yeah, dashes ahead very, very aggressively, trying to escape. Probably the right call in this instance, but gets spiked a couple of times, and that does mean that he does die at the end. SWT are out to be just looking at 2 teams now. 1QW and KT. There goes the chilling for by Sunchi. He's not getting too much value, unfortunately, but there is a couple of islands for KT to kind of continuously play on. Keep acquiring value if Kazuma hits the hook. Oh, but the portal scuffed them, unfortunately. The dunk, unfortunately, misses for 6 past noon. Already lost the armor and has been absolutely chunked. Mystic sends it with the ulti. Gets a nice couple of LMBs and a punch combo. 6 past noon is finally found dead. But KT Mystic is also now quite low. Displacement charges have been used, not getting too much value. Asmo looking to maybe look for a hook. Already lost the armor, getting absolutely shredded to pieces. And Kazamo is found dead now. So 1QW are maybe looking to finish this one off if possible. Mystic gets a decent sized punch, but it's not enough. Crocus is now last alive for KT. Abyssal Breaker's popped. There goes the battle gun, but doesn't get the connection again. I like the idea, but the implementation's off a bit sometimes. It is Crocus now that has to pull off a miracle. I'm not sure if he's got the rewind still. There's their rewind. 1QW have gone cold on the scent just temporarily. I don't know if that's enough time for Crocus. Okay, just picked up a crown. There's the spike grenade play, but of course it's on 6 past noon. The kind of one player that has a shield that extends his lifespan. And there is 1QW taking game number 2, ending off with what, 13 games. Decent kill point game. Good stuff.
Storm tightening.
Try doing something else. Maybe this works. Okay, I'll have to do that then for now. Pop-up chat. Where is it? There we go. Alright, I can see you guys again. Alright, let's read what everyone was saying then. It's Lucas top 9 teams that, sorry, top 3 teams that qualify. Yeah, and oh sorry, Flake's already said it, never mind. Yeah, Blink, we're seeing some really unconventional comps, dude. Crazy stuff. I mean, Captain Hamid was like getting a decent amount of dunks, but it's like he's not played since the 70% threshold. Like, he's hitting the dunk, but they're not at that threshold, so they don't die.
Wind's blowing. Time to fly.
Select your...
Yep, Deco, yep. Ad break. Oh, it might be a bit too late, but I'll try. Hopefully it doesn't cause too much interference. Thanks for reminding me, Flakes. Oh, dude, this is a nightmare. I have to open like 2 Firefox tabs to try and keep track of everything. There we go. Alright, I've sorted it.
Abyssal hatchlings
Yeah,
are spawning soon.
that was his main. That was like basically his only bread and butter, right? His evasiveness and his dunk potential in Abyss was like that was the reason he was had value. And when that stuff got changed, he has like no strengths now, basically. Unfortunately, like he was always like that. If you ever saw a Jhin in endgame, it would always be a constant threat value. And now that's unfortunately not a thing anymore. Alright, so game 3, starting things off. Got KT and Kaf. Hitting an Iron Acres just temporarily for the moment. But not close enough to actually get a fight on. We're looking at Soul of Affluence spawning in around 30 seconds too. SWT slowly wandering over as well. Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back. You guys haven't missed much. There wasn't any intense fights to begin things off with. For game 3, Affluence is spawning around 10 seconds, as well as Armors on Prisma Falls. We had a couple of teams, close to each other. 2 teams at least, fighting for the Iron Acres mobs. But after that, nothing else happened, and we can see Apex again going for the Armors. They need to make sure they've got the Sky Shocks for those kind of early rotates. We do see a quick pick to begin things off as well. It looks like Kaf have got a pick onto SWT, taking down 2 members. It's just Voidlast alive now. Already made his way to Cobras though, so definitely going to be fine in this scenario. Yeah, right now it's very, very chaotic. It's not really clear. There's not really a clear pattern or thread. But who's won so far? It's been Old and then 6 Past Noon's team. Let me see if I can find it. Can't remember their tri-code, unfortunately. Sorry for the rapid jump around. I could just do this. What am I doing? 1QW.
Enemies have captured a meteor soul.
So I think there is a Sky Shock at least. Yep, there we go. They got 1, and they can pick up at least 1 more now, or reset the fuel at least. There we go. FLF chilling on the south side along with 1QW. I swear this is like so calm for tier 2, bro. Maybe I've just become desensitized from like watching one squads game from the tier 1 scene, because that was just ultra chaos. This feels like there's some sort of what's it called, rhythmic cadence to fighting, and it's not just continuous. ATK potentially being gatekept by AT now. They're gonna have to walk down the south side. And I'm assuming AT want to mirror this completely. Maybe catch someone off guard. Triple getting a little bit of poke onto Capricorns at the last second. They do get the dunk onto Atsu. This might be a full in potentially. AT kind of need to reinforce this if possible. They're going to be fast with this because he's being left alone, unfortunately. They are there a touch late. Maybe at the perfect, maybe opportune time. They kind of baited it, maybe. It looks like there's already 1 kill. There's a 2nd kill. Really nicely done by Triple. Team reinforced with him just at the most opportune moment. Yo, what's up, Birif, dude? Right, so these teams were dancing amongst each other. I think Snow's died amidst the chaos. Wukong is also now a pickup for Snow. So maybe he's been practicing that or something along those lines. Oh, Jareth actually takes down Joba as well. 18 have to look for some sort of other res somewhere else. Look for an easy reset if possible. Calf also having a mini dance against Apex with that long rotate that they've successfully performed. Dowser goes in with the orb, gets the connection. And there goes Trepper with the Fusillade pop. Lizardo found instant basically. And now Vipero gets a nice little whisper, you know, tornado away. But I don't think he can last much longer himself. And that's 2 armors now lost. The big boon they once had is now gone. But there is obviously a res on the right hand side. So they are going to be able to reset at the very least. And get a couple of mobs for that day 2 reset. Shrapnel Soul and Armor Soul are up for grabs in around 50 seconds too. On the outskirts of the zone, we do see ATK also slowly wandering in.
Warning. Storm closing.
Bit of dancing going on between CAF and 1QW, but they've gone for the Sky Shock rotation up, maybe somewhere else. Yeah, they can get the mobs plus Guardian at the very least. Oh, we're seeing a monstrous hook. There we go. That's the Milk Honey classic, man. He hits those max range hooks. Nice little Arcane Railgun by Ranta to seal the deal on Marionette.
Abyssal hatchlings have spawned.
Oh. Unfortunately, Milk Honey's caught out there by Fish. There goes the TP play. But it's into the rain of arrows. It made things kind of sticky there. Lepiggy's now found dead. There goes the Fusillade pops. Rhapsody's died amidst the exchange. Gross Lambert's there with the reinforcements. Punches at least one to the left-hand side. And it looks like Apex are going to be able to get away with all members rezzed. But Fish still down one member.
Enemies have captured a soul.
FLF are back in the game as well.
Scanning. Enemies have captured a meteor soul.
All meteor souls have been picked up, it looks like. Look, only maybe have picked up Gross Lambert along with Ranta for reinforcements. Nicely done. Drive now last. I drive now last alive. Of course, Hot is not too far away. As long as he can dance that one, he should be okay. A lot of teams playing on the outskirts just permanently, it feels like. Hunger is dead amidst the chaos as well. Maybe that was a spike, it felt like. Especially in the Abyss like that. Okay, Ranta's found Zealade now. Mukoni's looking for the hook. Unfortunately, misses the prediction onto Spore. So Sussa making their way down to the south side now. Looking at AT and KT having their little mini fight. Looks popped the Veritas Fury already. And Gento actually taking down the last member of FLF, Sparta. So FLF are out in last place.
Enemy Oracle online.
I think anything goes Flakes, dude. It's just how it is. Captain Hammond taking down Atsu at the same time as well. Day 3 mob resets are now available for all teams. That's why we're seeing KT wandering over to Iron Acres on the top left-hand side as well. We're looking at Old and SWT continuing their fight. There goes a nice aggressive route. And hopefully Snow can follow that up along with K-Nemo. They do get at least one nice clean pickup, and Hoodis is now looking for the next victim, potentially Captain Hamid. If he can hit another route, but unfortunately misses it by a slither. He had the right idea. We are looking at Devastation and Renewal summoning in around 40 seconds. There goes a res attempt on the north side, or a second one, let's say. We're seeing a couple of teams dancing on the south side too. Cat Heist in quite aggressively against Vipero, getting a decent amount of poke in. Bubble's already been popped now for Vipero. Some napalms have been used by both teams as well. Slugwave plus Fusillade comes out from Cat Heist. Vortex Chom narrowly misses. Ice does manage to escape with the Slither HP. Rapidly getting the heal up at the last second. Viper's now being healed up. Ranta now 1 HP, unfortunately found dead. Hopefully they can kind of even the playing field here because the Viper is about to be rezzed. It's now a 3v2. They're chilling. Vortex Charm unfortunately connects again. Milk Honey is now last alive for Hat. Trying to circle around as much as possible, but the Archer Railgun connects one more time. Dash down to the south side. I don't think it's going to be enough. And so, unfortunately, Hat are out at 11th place. Kinemo pops the Veritas Fury against Mystic. Nice little dash at the last second so he doesn't get stunned into the wall. Looks like Gentle also finds the kill as well. Trapper finding Sikia Void also at the same time. Pistol hashing on super low HP. And the shield just pops at the last second. So Hoodis can't get the last hit. And it looks like KT got the steal at the last second, but Kinemo is looking for the finish. Actually kills Kazuma. Hoodis looking for that aggressive follow-up through the anomaly if possible.
Enemy Oracle online.
Meanwhile, quickly glancing at AT and Apex. Triple is found dead, unfortunately. AT were having a nice early game, but are now potentially struggling against Apex as they continue to apply pressure. EMP nades are being thrown. Shield is broken, so Moke is likely to be dead. It is Jobo last alive now for AT. Dashes to the left. We do see iDrive, manages to survive in rat position for so long. Hopefully he doesn't get caught up now amidst this chaos. But Jobo tried to navigate it, but it couldn't do enough. And Apex secure even more kills now. Already at 11 kills. For that rough early game, losing a couple of armors. They've come back swinging, it seems. Sosa chilling in the bush. Snow taking down Atsu at the same time.
Meteor Beast incoming.
1QW on the north side as well. Air Blast already been used by Train Enthusiast. This old. Try and get the kill onto him if possible. He's already used the dash as well and the knockaway, unfortunately. Both parts of his dash. One nice free pickup. We are looking at Red G as well, spawning in around 50 seconds. In SWT, potentially trying to hold ground against Apex, but Apex are now have snowballed out of control, it seems. They've got crazy levels and armors as well. Captain Hammers tries to go in for the dunk. Actually successfully gets one right on the lip of the mountain. And Apex now have to completely jump ship. There is a crown on the left if they want to pick it up, of course, or Heart. I think they are going for the Heart play, which is going to be a bit more guaranteed to pick up. At the same time, 6+ Noon is found dead. And 1QW are fully out at 9th place. There goes a nice little route to start things off for the second fight just afterwards. But a nice little E-plat play by Dowdza, potentially baiting through this. But I don't think he can stand many more LMBs. Unfortunately found dead. Gentle trying to dance between two teams. He's actually hit Snow once, but I don't think he can get the second hit. Unfortunately, Kanemo just take down Gentle. There goes Hoodis with the ulti stick. Trepper's now left, last alive.
Meteor Beasts have landed.
And he's already popped the dagger too, trying to get the heals in. See an aggressive in by KT. They get the hook as well. There goes the CC train. They're trying to get the pickup if possible, and then in fact they are actually successful against Snow. There goes a nice little route. Foodis sending it in. Omega aggressively actually gets the kill, levels the playing field between Old and KT. Unfortunately, Mystic misses the punch as well. And there goes another route. There goes the Veritas Fury again. Crocus is found dead shortly afterwards. And it is just Mystic now last alive for KT. On the south side, it looks like Apex and SWT having their own little mini fight, it seems. iDrive has managed to stay alive in the bush basically forever. Monster's trying to AD strafe as long as possible, but it's found dead. And that might have bought Sikia Void just enough time to maybe look for some sort of res. There's a crown on the north side, but of course, cross country being the Storm Shift is going to make it quite difficult to consistently stay alive. He's actually looking to tank the zone. Hopefully he can do it and survive. Of course, having that extra bit of shield from the dash does make his life a lot easier. There we go. So all team members are back. They're going to be very withered though, and I think Apex are going to be trying to welcome them with open arms and fists if their eyes come into contact with each other. It looks like they've already found it, of course, because of the Eva Orb. Already taken out the Eva Orb.
The Lava Baron will soon appear.
There goes the TP play by Sikia Void. There goes the Veritas Fury as well. Sikia Void gets absolutely chunked. One last shot will seal the deal. Onto Monster. Is found dead. Half hear the noise and looking for a piece of the pie if possible, but looks like they're being gate kept by the Napalm and the Rain of Arrows. Gentle trying to get some ulti pops if possible. And on the last... Oh no! Mystic is found dead right at the last second. Tried to go back into Old's domain and is found fully dead. We are seeing a late in by Snow. And potential catch out as well. It looks like they're trying to do some damage. And who this actually finds Calf, surprisingly. But there's so many teams left. 1 second left for Crown. They do get it back up. So Dowdza taking down Kinemo amidst the chaos as well. Who this is managing to dance forever pretty much. But Trepper ends that one. It is Snow last alive now for Old. And is unfortunately found by Sus as well. Can't chill on that bush for any longer. Pops the tree prison for an extra bit of mobility. Gets the hell out of town. Ooh, surprise little spike at the last second. And Lambert utilization by Zeolade. As well as a couple of win rings. And now we're seeing a 1v1 fight, it looks like, between Zeolade and Snow. But Snow's completely jumping ship. Captain Hammer also chilling in the bush. Rhapsody also taking down one member. But Dowdza also finds one as well. So 80k. Now only have one member left, potentially on his last legs. As Trepper sends it with an aggressive Fuselaud, not getting too much of a connection. Oh, and unfortunately Atsu misses the air blast and gets spiked at the last second. So 80k are outed. 7th place, Captain Hamid has picked up a crown as well, looking to rotate early into that new cycle as it starts to move up now. There goes the Fuselaud pop and the ulti by Gentle. They would have got a decent amount of poke onto him. Oh, and iDrive got absolutely cleanly spiked, and that is Fish outed 6th place. Snow has managed to stay alive forever, and Zeolade, they're both about to meet each other again. There goes the Nod Heart plan. Need to find out what that one is. But I think Snow got the stick first, I'm not too sure. We need to see what happens here. We are hearing a Veritas Fury being popped by Rhapsody as well, it looks like. And I'm wondering if Old recognised. I think who this recognises you need to kill the bomb, because otherwise they're going to be able to stick this res. And they have cancelled the res at the last second. Zelo tries to send it in with the car. There'd been a suicide mission there, and they've unfortunately averted that, stopped that from happening. Captain Hammer's been left to his own devices, so he can just chill there with 20 seconds left. There is a crown not too far away for Zeolade, so maybe he's got a chance to stick that one. Let's see some nice 80 strafing happening here from Lizardo, but unfortunately still found dead by Calf. Another Veritas Fury has been popped by Rhapsody. Gets the last shot onto Gentle. And there goes that crown pickup I mentioned. 1 minute 10. SWT are back as a full 3-man. The Squid unfortunately misses by Captain Hamid. Alright, Zeolade's managed to escape so far, but is now in Calf. Calf has just continued the chase. 50 seconds left. I think he's about to get chunked, and that is true. Sus are outed, 5th place. Just 4 teams left. Zone is not pulling as extreme as it was for the last couple. Apex are able to stick their res without issue, but Lizardo's still without the crazy armor, where he gets a nice little reset from Rhapsody, it looks like. There goes the Sinner's Embrace back, and unfortunately not getting too much of a combo. Monster is now completely separated from the team. Sticky Boy tried to go for it all in and just got completely gibbed. And Hudis also takes down Captain Hamid as well. Chilling on that little pixel ledge. There is a crown now in that new circle. And 2 reses as well, should they want to stick that. Maybe Monster can time things out perfectly here, but I think it's nigh on impossible. The zone is doing way too much damage. So maybe the crown is the only option here. Or they could two-way the boxes, but I don't think Monster has 2-way in this scenario. Apex have just feasted on some armors again for a full reset, it looks like, as well.
Oracle is scanning.
Hudis unfortunately misses the route onto Gentil as the AD strafe fight starts between Shrike and Illuna, it looks like. Nemo pops the Veritas Fury, not getting too much value. Gentil pops the Air Blast as well, very early. Kanemo also getting absolutely chunked. Hudis has to pop the ulti to kind of negate some of the damage that's been done by Gentil. Gets hit by the roots and gets absolutely chunked. There goes a nuke drop. And that might have bought Old just enough time to just get out of town here, potentially. No one gets hit by that Vortex Charm by Parrot as well at the last second. Lizardo sends it in super duper aggressively. Gets the spike at the last second. It is Dowdza last alive now for Calf. Trying to chill on that lip. for a second. Jumps over to the left-hand side now. You're hearing a box rush being attempted. But unfortunately, Vipero just get hit by the root. And Dallas is trying to get some cheese poke in now wherever possible. I'm wondering if Apex have enough money for another crown. They do not. There is a crown not too far away there. They can maybe just wait and just pick up, given enough time. I think that will happen. We do see Monster also picking up a crown. Trying to 80 straight with the Orb of Orgos that's now been dead. The Sin's Embrace also popped with the Becca, not getting any value. Monster's basically just trying to play for placement now, it looks like. And has basically done it successfully because Hoodis got the kill onto Dalda before that happened. So that's a win in my eyes.
Going up.
So just 2 teams left now, Old and Apex. Apex, I'm sure, have scored so many kills. What, 22 kill game? Sorry, 21 kill game, and it's not even over yet. They do hit the root successfully onto Vipero. Absolutely chain damaged him, even through the bubble. And Older maybe looking for the next victim, potentially Rhapsody, as Snow sends it in relatively aggressively. We've seen both Snow and Hoodist kind of popping that combo off quite often. Rhapsody is found dead shortly afterwards. It is just Lizardo last alive, but they do seal the deal, and Old take game number 3, ending off with what? This is crazy. 22 kills. Damn. Look at the red perks, man. They went crazy mode. So Old have won 2 games, and 1QW have won one game as well. There's still 1 game left in Group A, so stick around, guys. And then just shortly afterwards, we'll be having Group B. So the 9 teams that didn't make it through for Group A will be moved to Group B and have like essentially a second chance of qualifying. Okay, I think my chat's fixed as well. I refreshed it again and things are working. Great stuff. Thank God. Alright, I'll also just try and run an ad real quick so there's no interruptions for the last game of Group A, so I'll catch you guys in a second. There is no way, dude. There's still people popping fireworks, dude. We had Guy Fawkes night, what was it, 2 days ago in the UK. And typically people, if you're not from the UK, basically people pop fireworks a lot. And then like the day after and the day after that, like people are still popping fireworks perma. Holy. I swear people have just such an insane fascination with that stuff. Welcome back, everyone. We're shortly heading into Game 4. I mean, you're not wrong there, Fane, for sure. Right, just getting ready, checks in, and we should be good to go. Just need to just quickly double check everything. Alrighty, so game under 4 is now underway. Yo, what's up, Zodag, dude? Yeah, the Who Dis clip was crazy, man. Apart from that, it's been surprisingly quite measured between the teams. We had some old names kind of come back into the scene. I'm not really sure if you're too familiar with them, Zodag, but K-Nemo and Snow, Mystic and Crocus have re-entered the scene for this tournament, or at least for qualifiers, of course. So that's been nice to see, and especially just the gameplay feels a lot slower than it typically would do in Tier 2, in my opinion. Tier 2 is typically very, very fight heavy and scrap heavy. Like, the fights aren't typically executed cleanly, and they go on for a long time, and it seems like the idea or the motivation behind the fight isn't typically clearly identified. But at least in these qualifiers, it feels a lot more brushed and polished. So that's my general overview so far. And of course, you see like the unconventional picks just coming out permanently, bro. That's what I like as well. Alrighty, game 4 has just begun. Armors on Imatech, its final destination ending just above Iron Acres. And sorry if it sounds like I'm responding late, I'm not. I just I had to put a minute delay on, so you know, I'm reading your questions basically ASAP. It's just the delay for competitive integrity reasons, of course. Alright, straight off the bat, we're seeing two teams rapidly disperse away from mana cores, while 1QW have domain over it. It looks like AT dropping relatively aggressively onto Snow. He's got level 2, but can't make it away pretty much any further. I'd be surprised if he makes it out of this one. Gets a RMB, but it's not enough. So that's one kill to start things off straight off the bat. Oh, on the top left-hand side, we're seeing 3 teams fighting over the armors now. Apex now have even more competition than they previously did. Rhapsody's looking to chase away at least SWT, the level 1s in this scenario. Monster did manage to get the level 2 from the chest. And there goes Apex with at least 1 armor. Captain Hammer has also kind of mirrored that too. Yeah, exactly, Zodag, man. At a certain point, you would take any sort of diversity, even if it's like not like suboptimal diversity. I don't know how you want to call it. You could just call it it's almost like regional preferences, but for different like tiered preferences. I don't know. I guess that's the thing. That's the thing in other competitive games too, so. I'm just mentioning it. I'm just mentioning the delay mostly because normally I read the chat quite a lot, so.
Warning.
I feel sad that I can't really respond as fast as I'd like to normally. Or that you don't hear it, if that makes sense. You know what I mean.
Enemy Oracle online.
Alright, scrolling out. General overview of the map. We're seeing about 4 teams outside the circle. 80k of the longest way to go, of course. Hopefully they can get some Sky Shocks, where we do see Train Enthusiast already picking up the Sky Shocks, so they're going to be able to rotate in whenever possible. Apex. I picked up 2 armors, as well as the green armor as well on top. Snow looking to potentially steal a kill onto Vipero, but manages to make his way out on the Sky Shock. Udis also relatively low HP, same with Vipero, but he's able to heal himself up. Both are in this fact, of course, being Illuna and Zeph respectively. As Rhapsody looks to try and get that chase and potential kill onto Snow. Pops the R&B. And there are other members of Old are there for the reinforcements. Snow is found dead, but they might be able to get a kill, potentially onto Viperia, but the Sky Shock is about to blow up. The heal's not enough, unfortunately, and that's leveled the playing field just for now. Kaniba taking a bit of extra damage from that bomb mob, and the car is finally blown up right at the end. So they can't pick up the Wisp for Snow, unfortunately, even having the Illuna comp. Hudis has lost a little bit too much mana in this exchange, it feels, so Old probably have to jump ship now. Flicking up to the top hand side, we do see Cat Heist taking a decent chunk of damage from Gentil, and there goes the Squid play. So it looks like they're going to be able to jump ship completely without issue. ATK along again with the super slow rotate. I think last game it was Fisher, if I'm not mistaken, so maybe they're trying a different approach this time. Yeah, what's up to Tech Phones News? It's 1QW 1-1 game and Old 1-2 games. So we're on game 4 of Group A. Rhapsody manages to dash away at the last second, but a nice little spike extends her survivability in this scenario. We're seeing a dash through the wall at the last second as well. Basically, all utilities have been used by Rhapsody. Not level 7, unfortunately, so doesn't have the Fury. Gets absolutely jumped on by Calf.
Enemy Oracle online.
Sticky Void, unfortunately, doesn't get the stun onto Crocus. Kazmo looking for the hook. If he can time things perfectly, maybe get the prediction in. Kenime finds Trepper at the same time. Lizardo finds Milk on it as well.
Hatchlings incoming.
Just a little bit of dancing and shuffling going on between these two teams. Day 2 has now arrived, of course, so everyone's going to be bombing XP and mobs whenever possible. We're seeing about 4 to 5 teams kind of on the outskirts of the new circle. Nuke box dropping in around 40 seconds, along with Celerity as well. AT in this scenario have a potential first dibs on Celerity at the very least. We are seeing Hat rotating into into Cobra as well for the heart res. Looks like they're going to be successful with that one. We're seeing a Vault Hack as well from SWT. Just beneath them are Fish. Still playing the kind of slow chill game. Yeah, Monster's back, dude. Ooh, that was a crazy bolo onto FLF. Marinette on super low HP. Jareth has already completely jumped ship. Spot has already popped the Fury as well, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, there goes the convenient train for Jareth to stick the res. Just below that on the south side, we're seeing a big Abyssal Breaker. Looks like Sunchi's behind to pick at the last second. Kappa Gods now has to jump ship completely. There goes the Dagger up to the north side. Trying to reunite with Atsu if possible, but Katie are there for potential free pickings. There's a nice punch, but unfortunately they can't capitalize on that one. We do see Apex just chilling, getting some buys in and trying to get some resets if possible. It looks like Viperia still has the broken armor for the moment. We are seeing a back come in as well, so Hat back as a 4-3 man again. Hook does get the connection now. Summon Napalm, but there goes the Sin's Embrace plus Beacon. It's bought a little bit of time, along with the reinforcements of Sicky Void and Captain Hamid. Cat has managed to dagger away. I don't think they're going to be able to stick Ranta here. This is a very, very risky proposition. AT is slowly walking down as well. Jareth also finds Hudis as well. Captain Hamid finding Milk Honey. It's just Cat Heist. Last life for Hat. Trying to 80 strafe as much as possible. But unfortunately, it's not enough. Hat are out in last place.
Enemies have captured a soul.
Or Luca have them like rapidly ramp up or something. Like they start at their current HP, but like rapidly ramp up. So like you can, if you time it well, you can still enemy one-shot it, sort of thing. I don't know. Or as soon as it takes damage, then it stops. I don't know. I feel like having it insta would be a bit dangerous.
hatchlings are spawning soon.
It looks like the res is going to be successful. ATK back as a full 3-man. We're looking at Night Stalker in around 50 seconds in the engine. And Devastation basically near Final Destination should anyone want to go for it. KT have high ground against Apex Vapero, sending it in very aggressively. Lizardo with the reinforcements. 30 seconds left on that crown, but they're getting absolutely CC chain, unfortunately. I don't think Lizardo has anything left in the tank, unfortunately, as well. There goes the Squid connection by Crocus. And unfortunately, Apex are outed 11th place. That's a real big stinker. Oh, looks like SWT got a nice little cheat, a convenient spike at the last second. So AT looking to completely separate and jump ship. Jobo is the next sacrificial lamb as Triple does make it out. There goes the pad play. Sicky Void jumps on the mountain but doesn't get the stun, unfortunately. Fish are outed as well. Calf getting a bunch of kills from that. Fish are outed 10th place.
Abyssal hatchlings have spawned.
Now Monster's Domain. Unfortunately, it's not enough for AT either.
Enemies have captured
They are
a soul.
outed 9th place. A lot of space for these teams to play in for the most part now. A big Fuselaw pop and a Chilling Finale to kind of negate most of the damage for Suncheese to live for a bit longer as Gentle keeps applying this LMBs along with the dash as well onto Velati, trying to 80 strafe as long as possible. They've been forced down to the full south side. Air Blasters would have been used by 6 passing at the same time. Gentle's almost finally broken now, and so is the Orb as well. Big Orb pop, and it looks like Trepper's already taken on Suncheese now. We were near, he was on low HP. And they're taking out Velati just afterwards. It is 6 past noon. Maybe looking to buy a crown. Doesn't have enough, only 1.5k. Has to jump ship completely. There is a train res that they're going to have to wait super duper long for. And that's pretty much it. There's a crown back on them if they want to go for it. But that's also really, really difficult to do. This hatchling looks like it's going to be picked up by SWT, which is potentially a crazy pickup, especially for Void. And on the right hand side we do here, I'm pretty sure Birdus Fury, mostly by Spartas. Who this goes in with a massive triple root on that E-plat, killing at least one member with a big follow-up by a sus there at the last second with a clean third party. So FLF are outed 8th place. Old can just kind of jump off that E-plat now and continue up their farmers. Mystic also finds Kappa Gods, so 80k are outed 7th place. We're looking at a red drop as well, not too long, and Abyssal Hatchling. That's going to be free pickings for Old. And there goes 1QW with that res, so they wait for the train, got it off successfully. You're hearing a nuke drop as well onto Old, but they're going to be able to hold their ground for the most part. SWT are trying to lurk on them as long as possible. Who just needs to just basically 80 strafe Sicky Void stun, which is he's successfully done for the moment. The last couple of mobs are now being farmed up. Sicky Void went with a really, really aggressive aim, but TP's away at the last second, gets a little mini kidnap as well, but still actually dies for it, unfortunately. Captain Hammer has popped the OT and jump ship now completely in the abyss just temporarily. Is now going to be met by Sus. The ulti's popped kind of prematurely by Spore without the green leaf pop. As Hunger gets the final clean kill, where Jin should know that that's going to happen. And unfortunately, he didn't have anything left to do there. So SWT do get out at 6th place. Calf and KT are having their little mini fight as well, it looks like. Gentle has not been hit by the Shrike just yet. Just to make it out relatively unscathed.
Enemies have captured a meteor soul.
Old and out. 2 red packs up. We are looking at Dreadstar as well spawning in not too long. 1QW just looking to lurk up, trying to get themselves a bit more of a guaranteed position. Some early good ground for these last couple of teams. Seeing some like a surround sound speaker setup here with these chonkers, man. Love that 7.1 Dolby action going on. Root's already been missed. 6 past noon was temporarily stuck in the trees and knocked away, lost a little bit of HP. Yeah, Apex are outed, Luca, bro. I don't think so, actually. I don't know how many no, they probably don't. They're gonna have to do Group B. Because it's only 3 teams, right? Who this? He's about to get the kill onto Suncheese. Who just gets another spike. It's Velati now last alive. Oh, and a surgical snipe by K-Nemo seals the deal on 1QW. Our game 2 winners.
Enemies have captured a soul.
So Trapper has managed to remain alive, picks up a crown, 1 minute 20 left roughly.
Enemies have
And we're seeing
captured
two
a
teams
soul.
potentially dance over engine. Mystic is already there now. Kind of needs the reinforcements of the team. Gets the buys in at the last second and manages to jump ship. That's my prediction, Luca. Sounds about right. It just comes to who got the most placement points and kills, basically, like who wasn't a winner. That's how I look at it throughout the 4 games. Is like highly likely to be top third.
Will soon appear.
Trapper pops the fusillade. Tries to go in for the spike or kill in combustion state. Oh, gets the spike kill! Really nicely done there by Trapper. Oh, but no, they've already lost 1 member instantly afterwards. It's a 1-for-1 exchange, but of course they got both members back up. They can be happy they got like a much greater chance of surviving now, as in Sus is the main temporarily. Gentil gets at least 2 procs, 1 onto Hunger and Zero respectively. The avalanche is popped. There goes the bird. They do get the connection, but they have to jump ship to try and give the ground away because of the snowballs. Trevor's looking to stick the res now. It's the chaos, but I think Old will say no to this. Surprisingly, they might be allowing this.
Online.
Wow. Okay, they get it off for free. So back as a full 3-man. They can be happy with themselves, but they've got to be kind of careful about how they play there. Nice little air blast at the last second, but Hoodis sends it in aggressively at the second time. Actually dies for it. His team can't really reinforce him just fast enough, but Cap is still low. They've had basically no chance to reset. Dalza on 1 HP. Trapper now has to dagger down to the south side. Kazuma, unfortunately, misses the hook. Doesn't get spiked by the boss. I was checking out for that. Mystic sent it with the ulti though. So does the Arcane Railgun hit by Crocus. And unfortunately, Trapper is full dead now. But Dalza did make it out. Full HP. And does he have enough? 1.25k. There is a crown on the full south side. And Old have rest everything back up as well, it looks like. Morris and Meaty Beast have their own little mini party in Final Destination. Hopefully they're not both being taken by Old. Stuff are just waiting patiently. They've got crazy armors though, but they don't really have like a really strong fighting comp. The other important question is who's going to get that Meteor Beast. So they get some decent value onto Kazamo. Mystic is consistently kiting back. Dalza is finally found dead by Sus, so they get even more kills there at the end. So Sus have picked up 3 kills so far. KT with 6, and Old probably have a bunch. No surprises there. What are they at? 13, 15 kills.
Is scanning.
Just these last 3 teams left and that now. We do see that crown on the right side, so if there is a straggler, of course, that's something that teams may want to locate towards. See, they tries to send the Lambo out with the booby trap, but can't get much value, unfortunately. Kenibe sends it in quite aggressively, gets at least 1 hit onto Spore. Spore has to pop the ulti already. And the Rain of Arrows is doing a decent amount of zoning against Sus, just temporarily, as Old maybe have 3 pickings. They get the nice little clean dunk onto Zealade. Hunger manages to dash through with the ulti pop. Spore also circles around. The avalanche has already dropped as well. I don't think anyone's going to get hit by that one, surely. Okay. Kazuma also goes in quite aggressively, and nobody has to jump out again. Another avalanche has popped. Spore already pops the mini dash. Old have to juggle quite carefully now between these 2 teams that are kind of surrounding them. Nuke has dropped to get him to get the Bond, temporarily split up Sus as well. Hunger is now guaranteed to be split unless he hits a dagger onto Hoodis to jump past, or pops the ulti again. There we go, there's the pop.
The sky opens.
Rain of Arrows also used as well. Kinemo probably has the R&B. There we go, into the Rain of Arrows, into the zone now. And that is Hunger dead. But the Zephs did survive. 1.9k, not enough for a crown. There is a crown though on the Final Destination marker itself. But he's actually not going for it fast enough. Pops the ulti, and I think he's bought enough time just about anyway. Could maybe circle around. There's a crown there that might be safer to go to as well.
Enemy Oracle online.
There goes the Fury pop again by Kenemo. The trees are broken because Kazuma unfortunately doesn't get the hook either. Old have forced away KT just temporarily for the moment. They've got temporarily high ground. Impy Nade unfortunately doesn't get the connection. Bounces off. Kazuma has to pop the squid as well. Hoodis does get the root connection. But Mystic's there with the reinforcements. Kazuma is still found dead though, unfortunately. And they may be able to stick the res. Crocus does pick up a crown at the same time. Mystic does get a nice little clean punch onto Hoodis. Rain of Arrows also dropped though. And because of those walls, it made things really, really difficult. Crocus now lasts alive for KT. And surprisingly, Spore is still not even sticking the crown or anything. I'm not sure if he wants to maybe go for the final kill. as it looks like Crocus is found fully dead. Spore, not sure what his angle is now. Tries to pop the Vortex Charm, but gets rooted, unfortunately, by Hudis. Chain stunned by the rest of the members of Old. And that's Old taking game number 4 of Group A Quals. So it's got to be Old for sure, 100%. And probably 1QW. Because I feel like the kill point game that they had, the game they won also had high kill points. So, but third is a bit. Maybe it's Apex. I'm not too sure. Because I'm sure they had a high kill point game as well.
Storm tightening.
Hopefully we'll get the scores soon. I'll just prod Azuna to see if she can. Maybe she already knows actually that the game's ended. Just let her know 1 second, guys, and then I probably can join the other lobby. I mean, it's probably already getting announced very, very soon. Actually, I'm just gonna play the patient game. Yo, what's up, Udis? Thanks for the for the raid, bro. Went crazy on that game 1 play, dude. I saw some other crazy plays too. The one on the E-plat was also really nice. Holy. Got all the old crazy vets. I like the tag as well. The tricode is cool. GG's, bro. It's not Apex. Wait. Are the scores already out? I want to see the scores. Where are the scores? I'll just DM her. 1 sec. I'm too impatient. I'll wait a bit longer. I just want to know, that's why. Holy. I tried to ration my tea as well, but I think I drank a bit too much too early. I've only got like a third left. Oops. Almost, monster. Unfortunate. What monster? You know, you've directly played her, and you played her before. What do you think is her shortcomings? At least from the games you played today. I mean, who dis? You were hitting like 80% or 90% of roots. That's just crazy work. It felt like that at least. And you're having a field day as well because there's only like 1 or 2 oaths. So you can always hit the roots perma. GG's Rhapsody as well. All right, so don't go anywhere there, guys. Of course, you know, the 9 teams that did not qualify from Group A will be going into Group B. So there's going to be 4 more games, and the top 9 from Group B will be qualifying. So essentially, the 9 teams that didn't qualify from Group A essentially have a second chance, which is really cool. Orbs don't self-heal when they do damage. That's one single change that killed Eva. Who did? Fair enough. The main point of playing that character, you're saying like they don't even do that. That's crazy. Yeah, it's like it's such a good setup or initiate combo. Like you have all the CC for the rest of your teammates to just do mega damage if you get it off properly. Like you can just wipe a whole team. And it's like multi-purpose, right? Of course, yeah. Like it's pretty diverse. Oh, who this? No. Yeah, but you got enough to qual anyway. You're chilling. You're super chilling. You can rest easy now. I'm so impatient, bro. I should stop pestering her. There we go. Right. All right. We should be getting the. I guess she was probably calculating the scores. That's probably why. We should have the chance to sort the lobby out. And oh yeah, because she probably needs it for the tri-code, so that makes a lot of sense actually. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, just bear with us a couple of minutes, guys. And then we should be able to get the next 4 games underway. Oh, the results are posted. So KT made it through. Alright. I'm just gonna paste the image link. There we go. Group A scores. KT was Mystic's team, right? Mystic. Wait. You're right, Luca. Wait, what? It must have been kill points plus placement was just enough because I like I said, one game they had crazy kill points. I think they were third, but they had like 15 kills or something, or more maybe. I'm sure it was like that. And maybe every game they had. Wait, how many kills? How many placement? Kill points 35. Okay. I guess the other teams are just performing way worse, Rhapsody. And you can pat yourself on the back for that one. That's not bad at all. You can have a stinker game and still qualify with only 3 teams qualifying in Group A. That's a good feeling, man. Now you need to just shit talk everyone else to be like, yeah, we had a stinker game and still qualified. That's crazy. Holy. Yeah, that was a surprise. I thought that you guys might have not qualified then for a second. But like I said, I know that you had one really good game. At least one. Nah, that's so harsh on 1QW. They win a game? Nah, that's crazy. They win a game and still don't qual. And they're tied as well. Tied 57 points. That's crazy work. Holy. Damn, that's a brutal cutoff point. But don't get if anyone's listening, don't get demotivated if you're in a Group B. You still got a really good chance of qualifying. Yeah, exactly, exactly, Velati, dude. You just want to play more. It's like the perfect time to play, right? Smile. Holy. All right, the lobby code's out now, guys. For all participants. So the three teams that we've not had a chance to look at today so far is there's actually really crazy no, two good teams in fact, in my opinion. We've got Ayaya, which is weighing Bibi Blukes and Breves. Like Bibi Blukes for sure has played in the tier 1 scene for quite a bit as well. And then you've got GPA playing. So, you know, we saw GPA in chat not too long ago, and just yesterday he was playing squads with Bao, which is like one of the best teams literally probably the best team in EU right now. We've not really seen how SB look, to be honest, in squads. So, but yo, what's up, Suncheese? So, we're seeing some interesting revelations with these three teams that we've not seen yet. How did SWT do then? Let me just check that again, the scores. Oh, they weren't that far off. Oh, 54. They weren't that far off. All right, lobby's filling up. We're nearly there. And don't forget, guys. Like I said, if anyone's watching, there's still 9 teams can qualify from this group. You've got a really wide bracket now. The first one was quite rough, in fact. So don't be hard on yourselves, guys. Everyone can still. A lot of people can still qualify. You've all got a chance. Oh, thanks, Sicky Void, as well for the Prime, dude. Appreciate you a lot, man. Thank you very much. Yeah, I've not forgotten you, man. That you supported us in the Nations tourney a while back. So great stuff. Nearly ready. Just need to get 80 in this game, and then a couple of members as well from ATK and AYA, and we should be good. I've not run them yet, Flakes. We're not at a full lobby yet. I'm trying to make, like I said, when I'm paying attention to it, which I've tried to be doing a lot more recently, I try to avoid. I try to run them before the game starts, so there's no interruptions. I remember, like maybe like a month ago, I was quite not lazy, but I wasn't really paying too much attention to it. So now I really try and concentrate on not having any interruptions, you know. I guess while basically everyone's here, there will be a big crazy guest joining me tomorrow for the cast. I'm not going to announce who it is, but it's someone you know for the finals. I won't say any more than that, so you guys can speculate amongst yourselves who might be joining me. Yeah, I remember that. I remember, bro. For some reason, I just remember your team. Just the way that you survived in the Nations tourney, Secure Void. Holy. All right, we need that. Who's missing then? Who do we need to message? Who's missing from one QW? We still got 5 minutes to be honest, but. Flakes, can you guess who it is? I'm trying to keep the details as brief as possible. I want it to be a big surprise. You're not prying out any information from me anymore. Nah, who dis? I thought you were gonna eat, dude. I mean, what you're making at least, who dis? Hopefully you're making a nice meal. It's a Friday, man. Treat yourself. You qualified, man. On you, you're gonna preemptively spend the pizza money? Oh yeah, I just remembered. I'm gonna die if I don't eat. Aww. Weigh in triple Euros buddy. Thanks for the follows as well. Nah, Flakes, it's someone that we've not heard from for a while. Someone that you don't really, maybe you don't think of. All right, the ready checks are coming through. We're about to start. Oh, chicken burgers. That's what I'm talking about. Dude, you should see my kitchen, dude. I've got like a whole massive tray of condiments, bro. Like every single nuanced flavor, spicy, sweet, anything you want, bro. I got it, man. Just for like the perfect. I find the perfect complement for any burger, bro. Or any snack like that. It's got seasonings in there too. I'm not just a complete degen, but hey. It's who this? There's no way. He spilled the beans. It's who this? Holy. Oh man, Flakes, that was a long time ago, dude. Holy. You remember that from the, well, however long ago that was, like 6-7 months ago. That was so random. It was cool. I was just getting my feet wet into casting at that point. Hopefully I'm a bit better since then. Who knows? Oh really, who dis? Holy schmoly. Oh dude, so those chicken burgers are gonna be like crazy work. Like, I bet you've done like the whole buttermilk, marinated it for 24 hours. You've got like whatever, the cornflake batter ready to go. Go on, tell me how elaborate your setup's gonna be. Holy schmoly. It's too much, it's too much. Alright, we're starting off. Game number 1. That's fine, so like, don't worry about it, man. It's fine.
Select your hunter.
Alrighty, so that's this is game number 1 of Group B, and it's going to be bullet trains starting off. Game number 1. So hopefully everyone's got their wits about them now. Everyone should be warmed up. I had to, dude. I had to.
Time to fly.
You are the drop leader.
Bing bong.
달의 가오가 달의 가오가 함께
Alright, there we go. Game 1 for Group B has now begun.
Abyssal hatchlings
Armors on Cold Fang. And I'm looking at the list going, oh, where's Apex? Surely they're going there. But of course, they've already qualled, right? It's chill. So instead, it's going to be Aya going for Cold Fang straight off the bat. Looks like they're uncontested as well. I say that. I'm actually blind. So it's Calf just below them. Maybe 2 mobs that they can farm each, potentially. And there's about 2 to 3 chests, or 4 chests. Depends on if they go far to the left or not. One I've already picked up, and potentially a key as well. Oh, that key kind of scuffed, but it should be. I don't think it's going to be the winning or losing decision there to pick it up or not. So Blix has level 4, and so does Way In. Dagger already popped defensively by Trapper. Blix unfortunately doesn't get the dunk because of that. Hiding behind, waiting for the CD. Gets the max range. And hopefully Aya can kind of reinforce him here. Dash has already been used by Dalza. Gets one little nice knock away with the second proc of the dash. Gentle gets one hit on the bird. But Aya are completely jumping ship now, surprisingly. So Calf do have domain of Cold Fang now and can pick up the rest of the armors and extra goodies. Of course, with them having the key, that makes their pickup process even easier. SWT are just looking to farm up on the right hand side. They're getting maybe the armors from Shogi as well, potentially, I'm guessing. Yep, Captain Hammer's already picked up 1 of the blue armors.
Enemy Oracle online. Enemies have captured a meteor soul.
We are looking at Sword of Affluence spawning in not too long as well. Or sorry, it's already dropped on the floor, shall I say. It's being damaged now rapidly by Lumil. It's like another Eva player, I guess it looks like. So Luca's got 2 chances to root for 2 of these teams then, I guess.
Store tightening. Enemies have captured
The last
soul.
guard. Oh, and I forgot to run the Edge. Oh my god. I need to run it ASAP. Right. My bad, guys. Sorry. So AT are trying to kind of split their attention just temporarily, trying to form the vault as well as hold their ground against Aya. Looks like Calf and Fish are also about to unite here. No, they decided against it. I think they saw the armor difference and said, we are not fighting that, guys. ET and Aya now with their second potential engagement as Crystal looks to try and get a punch. Is successful against Breves, followed by the chain CC. But it looks like Jobo is hopefully going to be able to survive that damage for the moment. Sustained it pretty nicely. The Crystal does get hooked in this scenario. There goes the spike grenade plus dunk combo onto Crystal. It's funded shortly afterwards. And the shield is completely, absolutely demolished by Jobo on Jobo's side. Moik has also been, jumped off the Wisp, so that's AT fully losing a member. But of course, Jobo is going to quickly maybe look to stick this res. We're seeing a back attempt coming in for Secure Void. So they're able to reset without issue, getting the armor repairs in, of course. ATK trading on that high ground just temporarily. A lot of teams, looking to converge onto Vanegrove now. Oh, Flakes, my bad, bro, my bad. You did remind me. But it's just because the lobby starts I didn't expect it to start because people were like a touch late. Maybe I could have run it earlier, I don't know. I'll do that in the future. Like, as soon as the game ends, I'll try and run it. Hopefully that works out better. It's just because in the past, I've tried to run it, and then sometimes the game scuffs or restarts. And then I'm like, bro. Yeah, it's Bibi Blukes, bro. He hits those, bro. Heist is take down Olonox as well. SWT. Monster chilling in the bush. NFS bound to get some Bison at the last second. GPA trying to hold ground. Oh, but gets hooked at the last second. Fully backed now. Oh, they get the dunk down. Unfortunately, GPA is found dead now. And it is... Who is it last alive? Rain last alive for Rog.
Abyssal hatchlings are spawning soon. The storm is closing.
Day 2 mob resets are now available for basically all teams. Apart from the early out that we've had. We've not had any other big casualties so far. Mecha boost is up for grabs in about 40 seconds as well. NFS getting their buys in. SBT chilling on the outskirts for now on 9 acres.
Enemy Oracle online.
Yo, who this? He was your teammate a long time ago, right? What was your team called back in the days? I can't remember what your tri-code was. When you tell me it, I'm going to remember instantly.
Abyssal hatchlings have spawned.
One QW looking to encroach upon FLF's territory as well. Even stealing the Bond as well on top.
Enemies have captured a meteor soul.
Oh, what the hell just happened there? Monster got 2 picks and then killed Spore. Was that a beckon into the train? Oh, I think that was a beckon into the train. I just missed that. That's so unfortunate. What a crazy set of events there. And just afterwards, Hat and Kath are in a mini dance. But they're losing the poke core so far. They've had to jump back to the mini island just temporarily. Wilconi unfortunately misses the hook. Trying some portal plays, it looks like. Oh yeah, WDH, of course, bro. I guess the airbash play by Gentle there. They've knocked away Hat. Yeah, what the hell? That's what it was, bro. Holy schmoly.
Abyssal hatchlings
It's
incoming.
crazy. And Hatter being forced away quite aggressively by Calf just continuously.
Storm closing.
Their window of opportunity to continue a clean escape is now narrowed down to 0. Cat Heist, maybe the first potential victim, trying to 80 strafe like a god, potentially, as long as possible against Calf. Mulcony tries to go in for the slam, but unfortunately scuffs it. Ranta tries to hold ground against Gentil with the summon Napalm, as well as the mounted high ground, along with the Arc and Railgun. Tries to do as much as possible. Mulcony does get the nice little dunk, plus a couple of LMBs and Slug Wave in onto Trepper. Delta finds Mulcony. Box res attempt at the last second. We're looking at Abyss Specialist spawning in about 20 seconds. And Devastation, it looks like. Ranta Dice of the World? Was that another train death? So it looks like NFS have first dibs potentially on a Abyss Specialist. And aside from that, seeing a lot of teams chilling on the outskirts. Hat aren't doing too well, it looks like this so far. Seeing a res attempt by Milkhoney onto Ranta. Oh, and Cat Heist actually scuffed the dagger as well. That was a very panicked play. Milkhoney is found dead now. So Cat Heist just needs to wait for another train, which won't take too long, of course, with it being bullet trains. So it shouldn't be too bad. And the question is, who's taking the Abyss Specialist? Who wants it? For NFS.
Enemy Oracle online.
We're just slowly deliberating. Maybe it's Madu who takes it. Just above that, it looks like Capagod has taken down Moek. AT have just split ways. They're both gone east and west respectively. Crystal looking to see if he can get the res off. Looks like a back attempt is going to be performed by Joba. Gets it off.
Meteor Beast incoming.
They stick that one successfully.
Storm
See a
tightening.
bond cap as well. We're seeing a red drop as well in around 10 seconds. Red GA in around 55 seconds as well. NFS may be able to continue the snowball. In fact, they don't actually even go for the Abyss Specialist. Interesting. I guess the drop pickup for Milkhoney. Spike Grenade unfortunately doesn't get the connection by Ranta. But the bowlers actually connects. He's stunning too. Mado now has to fight for his life if possible. Orb send in, but unfortunately doesn't get any value by Lumiel. Yo, Sub-Zik. On the top side, we see some potential Chaos Spring as well. Abyss Breaker's already been used. But AT have made it out relatively unscathed. Of course, they need some arm resets if possible. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to get this. Aside from that, a lot of teams chilling on the outskirts, playing the ultra slow game. Lumiel tries to stick the res. Sinner's Embrace is popped. With the Beckon, gets a 2-man stun. Gets 2 hits. There's no way. But with the chain stuns, the bubble's not even been popped, but it's in the middle of that singularity. And Lumiel is found dead, unfortunately. Wayne last alive for Aya now. What a chaotic game there. Wayne trying to survive with 1 HP. Unfortunately, can't survive any longer. And Giraffe takes down Wayne. So Aya are outed 9th place. Cap have managed to maintain the armors as well. Also look at they've kind of what's it called, repaired themselves to a healthy state as well with respect to armors. Maybe pick up some other goodies as well. It looks like Milkhoney picked up the Specialist for free. It's a really big boon for him as we see some potential red on red violence. It looks like FLF and SWT having their own little mini fight now. I assume Void, yep, he's got the ult. No, his ult is actually still off cooldown, so it's only up to really Monster or Captain Hammered to pull off some magic here. The dagger unfortunately misses by Captain Hammered. Has to jump back just temporarily as Monster tries to send it in with a full combo again, but unfortunately doesn't get the connection that he wanted here. But the Over Vargos is now dropped, so they can quickly heal things up. And we are seeing about 3 or 4 teams kind of rapidly being magnetized towards that red GA. There goes a res attempt again, this time by Mado. Hopefully he can stick that one without issue, but AT are looking to potentially gatekeep this one. They've now met the gaze of FLF, but so have Rog with a nice decent punch to start things off. There goes the Veritas 3 by Sparta, getting at least 2 hits onto Rain. And NFS loses 2 members, I guess, to the Abyss. Oh, they all die, unfortunately. That's a big shame. Oh.
An enemy oracle is scanning.
Sunshi's also finds Cat Heist, so Hatter also added just afterwards. NFS die again.
The lava baron has arisen.
To the world. Holy. And then FS all, okay, there we go, they're outed now fully. I guess they had some sort of other, like, res thing going on and they still died. Endgame just absolutely hurts too much.
Warning, storm closing.
50% left for that Meteor Beast, but I don't think anyone's going to be able to take it, to be honest, unless it's another KP that can maybe yoink it back into the next zone. Don't think that's going to be a possibility. Same with the Morius as well. It's not up for grabs anymore. The GPS picked up a Wisp Vacuum. What do they call it these days? Is it Magnetic Vacuum? Yeah, there we go. They changed names on it so many times. Well, got holding that 1QW, they have to go for the Anomaly Rotate. AT have taken Dominion over the island just temporarily, but the nuke's been dropped by FLF. They're really trying to force them out, if possible, somewhere else. SWT are, like, relatively, widely spread, trying to ensure their survival over long periods of time. It looks like Crystal's already found dead to a nice little clean dunk by Captain Hammered. Just Breaker's already popped as FLF, look to apply pressure onto Rog. The EMP nade unfortunately doesn't get a connection. FLF have to jump back ship onto their Bon again. Sicky Void managing to stay alive for a bit longer, but for how much longer is the question. Jumps away, Monster. Tries a full combo, but does unfortunately not get Jobo. Monster and Moik now holding ground against each other, but of course the Eva Orb is going to hold ground much easier and for a much longer sustained period of time. Oh no! Sparta actually gets the kill onto Monster. There goes the Singularity Pop, unfortunately not capturing anyone. And there is another train rapidly arriving. Rog, no! Oh no! And GPA is just screaming into the void. As we're looking at Sticky Void with a nice little TP play at the last second. We are hearing the Veritas 3 pop by Moek, but don't think get any value in this scenario. Of course, all these teams fighting on the train have to be careful. Keep their mind, alert to that train that is about to rapidly approach. This Breaker's popped. Doesn't really get too much value, unfortunately. AT do try and stick it, or Jobo does try and stick it. That's the jump ship at the last second, and now AT are running out of space. There is an island on the left-hand side that's also going to be running out of space very soon. Crystal. Oh, Mr. Breaker's popped, though. But it's returned. Crystal pops an ulti, gets at least one spike, if I'm not mistaken. Second spike, this time by Moek. Captain Hammer looking to try and get a kill if possible. Sicky Void absolutely just backstabbing along with Captain Hammered with the reinforcements. And a nice little spike again, another spike! Endless spikes happening in this sequence. What is happening?
Enemies have captured a soul.
And there goes the Boxer's attempt by SWT. They picked up a couple of armors as well amidst the chaos. Holy schmoly, that was just endless spiking. There's a crown pickup from Moek as well to try and ensure that they can get the third member back.
An enemy oracle is scanning.
Trapper trying to apply a lot of pressure onto Sicky Void. Has to TP back at the last second. Zone is pulling down to the south side. Avalanche is also used by Monster. Doesn't get any value, but maybe just gatekeeps a little bit of a space for the team. I like a Calf with the early rotate here. I think if they had an E-plat, they could maybe play left. Don't think. Well, I guess SWT could rotate this way potentially. Maybe if they got E-plats, it makes their life a bit easier as well. Moek only has around 35 seconds left, so not too long. Could just creep on the circle as long as possible. Yeah, Moek went kind of clean there. Yep, so SWT do take control of that. There goes Dowds with the poke. That's what I was expecting. We do see it anywhere but here as well. I think on Monster, so I don't know if they're going to try and pop that one, but it's going to be blind. There we go. There goes the stick. Actually, so it's a full stick as well. Oh no, landed into the heart of Calf. Jumps down to the south side. Fuse Dollar's already popped by Trepper. Captain Hammer's trying to be there for the reinforcements. The Orb of Orgos is also dropped, which does allow the heals to keep coming in. And Sicky Boy's finally there. The nuke is also dropped. Captain had to jump ship completely onto the train track, so maybe SWT can now take dominion over that kind of bigger portion of the island. As AT do obviously stick the res. I think they've already lost a member again though, unfortunately. Yeah, Jobo is still found dead. As Crystal gets spiked shortly afterwards, Moek trying to feather as long as possible. Gets spiked but manages to mantle. Nice little R&B knockaway onto Captain Hammered, but I don't think he's going to get spiked there, unfortunately. And right at the end, AT do get, super outed. Looks like there's another nice little spike at the end there. Captain Hammer taking down Dowds at the same time. Trepper's now lost life for Calf. SWT looking to take game 1 at least. The Crown is picked up at the last second. Sicky Board, 1 HP, gets the TP away at the last second. And Trepper is trying to fight as long as possible. I don't think anyone's going to get spiked. I'm wondering if Trepper can do anything more here. That goes down to the south side. Gets at least 1 heal in. There goes the Orb of Orgos plus a couple of LMBs. And SWT take game number 1 for Group A, ending off with what? It's like 11 kills. Boom.
Warning. Storm closing.
Alrighty, so we're heading into game 2 very, very shortly. SWT surprisingly taking game number 1. They had, Monster had that crazy play. That's got to be a clipper, bro. That's a clipper. I love that. Same with Mike's play on the train tracks. You saw it, Luca, right? Hopefully you saw it live. Right. I didn't forget this time. There should be an ad coming very shortly.
Wind's blowing. Time to fly.
Select your...
Try not to stare.
Oh, Zik! Holy schmoly, Zik, bro. Appreciate that, man. Thanks for supporting, bro. I was just flicking away, just looking at another tab for a second, and yeah. Amazing support by Zik, bro. Love you, man. I've got like 1 emote. That's it. So enjoy that. If you've been subbed for long enough, you get to see Phoenix evolve through a couple of stages of fire, and then I think he becomes a diamond eventually. You have to follow like the Minecraft levels of progression for your emotes, right? Surely. If it's pixel based, right? that's how that was my idea behind drawing it like that. Alright, so game 2 for Group B is now underway.
Abyssal hatchlings are spawning soon.
Almost on Imatech straight off the bat. We're seeing 2 teams dropping on Wraith, 1 on Magebog, 1 on a CAD. So who's dropping a CAD? SWT, okay. We are looking at Affluence as well dropping, and Armors. On the south side, we're looking at AT. They're going to be able to take Shogi for free. Dalton also finds 4 straight off the bat. Nice little free pick. What? No way! I missed the tail end of that. CAF just absolutely dominated Sus, it seems. It looks like they had a really obscure comp as well. Unfortunately, out in last place. Holy schmoly. Legit just caught the tail end. So NFS go for the armors in this scenario.
Oracle online.
And apart from that first crazy fight, things have calmed down again. Oh, look at that zone pull as well. It's not too bad. I mean, it's going to converge a lot around Heart for sure. For these about 3 to 4 teams, like Heart / Prisma, maybe Vayne as well, depending on if people go for Ghosts and rotate upwards. Cat High get hit by that Spike Grenade at the last second. But the nice little bowlers provides him ample time to potentially escape as GP is looking for the chase with the LMB movement tech. Dagger unfortunately scoffs. Oh no. He tried to do it on the island, but it didn't connect. If he connected, it would have been fine. I think once he realized, he saw the animation, he was like, I'm screwed here. Like, there's no escape. Unlucky. So SWT, I don't know if they've got the red book just yet. We are seeing some blues being popped by Sticky Void though. And aside from that, I think people are just trying to farm up any last remaining mobs. It's unstable portals as well, so let's have a quick flick at what sort of way teams can rotate and actually make use of this Storm Shift. They don't seem too eventful. I guess someone could take the orange to gridlock. That's probably free farm. One scan would reveal that, I guess, if teams wanted to kind of play the ultra slow game. NFS playing the ultra slow game. They got the Sky Shock retained at the last second. They didn't grab too much XP, unfortunately, but you see Lumiel only level 5. FLF looking to hack a vault real quick and then maybe jump into the next circle. On the south side there, we do see 2 teams potentially facing off against each other. AT. They're trying to go for the back. Crystal gets cancelled, unfortunately, so with Moek. They have to now jump ship. Jobo already is going through the wind rings to the north side. At the same time, we're looking at Cap and SWT. We're seeing both of the Eva orbs being dropped. Trepper already popped the Fusillade too, not getting too much value. One of the orbs manages to live. Well, I'll say that, and it's not anymore. Nice little triple stun by Monster. And hopefully the team can continue to capitalize on it. There we go. Crazy play, super duper clean. Catherine in a bit of trouble. Oh, and the dagger connects by Captain Hammered. Can he get the dunk though? Oh, and he stuns. There we go. They actually killed Dowds right at the last second, but Trepper manages to make it out. Full HP, keeps the armor too. There is a res back on Hallows if he wants to go back, but that's pretty suicidal. Rog also going to take it through the wind tunnels and rings when possible. Looks like Trepper's have managed to dodge them for the moment though. Looking down the bottom left hand side, looks like Milkoni is trying to juke against 1QW as they continue to apply pressure onto him. This team is like on the north side there, rapidly coming down now though. On the outskirts of the circle, we're looking at Aya with a slow in. SWT and Rog now this time with their own mini fight. But they're also jumping shit themselves. Just farming up the boars and then getting it out of town probably. On the left hand side, just near Hot, FLF have been potentially gatekept by a NFS. Mado sending in very, very aggressively. JRF trying to, do the O things, if possible. But Marionette is now super low on HP. The Beacon unfortunately misses. Marionette still found dead though. JRF shield is now approaching 0.
Abyssal hatchlings incoming.
But manages to escape, takes a win ring. And there we go, there's the repair squid in for the shield now. Yeah, Luca, that 3-man was crazy, bro. Holy. Like if they had like another, if they didn't have specific, or even Void comp would work, but maybe something other than Jin, that would have been like a insta triple kill. Like let's say it was like Myth ulti or something, I don't know. That would have just absolutely cleaned house. Like they had all the CC but not enough burst damage. Like if that was like Rat or something from like the modern era, they would just insta give them like with the chain CC. But like at this time it felt like they had the chain CC but couldn't get the kill. Monster gets knocked away with the spike grenade on the left-hand side, but managed to get a decent amount of damage. Of course, with the Orb of Orgos and the LMB onto Olonox, already found dead. It looks like Captain Hammond is looking to get a spike potential at the last second with GPA. I think he already used the Air Blast and the second wind now pop. A couple more LMBs, and he might be able to level the playing field. Goes in with the aggressive dash and actually manages to kill Captain Hammond. And maybe now looks to stick the res. Sticky Void is now looking to, encroach upon his territory very rapidly. Hits the stun. Oh, I guess the Singularity pop, and GPA is found dead. It is Rain last alive now for Rog. Can hopefully make it out of this one, if possible. Just the wind tunnels up the north side. Yeah, bro, but if it did damage Luca, it would be like a one-shot. That'd be crazy. But I can understand why you want it to do like at least a bit of damage, like more damage, like do something. But Jin has aura. Fair enough. But the thing is, there was one point in time where he actually did have an aura. He had aura in Abyss. You could just not step in Abyss unless you had like E-Plat or something. First Abyss hatchling has been picked up by 80k, it looks like. They're trying to navigate around NFS, but NFS have managed to maintain the armors for the moment.
An enemy oracle is scanning.
Luca, is this the comp you're going to return to? if you ever play again, you can just find like Fate Strikes and somehow get him out of AUR. Or recruit Sticky Void. Oh, Singularity gets popped, but unfortunately doesn't get much value. Has to TP out now last second. SWT have basically blown their load, but for some reason Monster's still going for an aggressive send-in. I'm not really sure if they can really do too much more here. And well, I guess they still could if they hit the full CC combo, but it's more of a risky proposition, especially with the Singularity being down. On the left-hand side, we do see Rog and Hat as well. They've had a little mini exchange. Of course, they've been res, so Rain managed to escape and obviously stick, which makes things a lot easier. Milk Honey looking for a hook. Oh, gets the max range onto GPA. Napalm's insta-popped onto Rain, and GPA has to pop the second win. They get hit by a Spike Grenade and an RPM Railgun. GPA now literally on 1 HP, but he managed to make it out. And they've got to rotate quite a long way to get some sort of safe space if possible. It's pretty dangerous as 80 now have the high ground against Hat. There goes Moke with the aggressive down onto Ranta. Are they checking the bush is the question. Oh, Ranta's now been found. This is troublesome. Hits the spike grenade, but can't really do much more. Cash also pops the dagger, so I think AT may be looking to mirror this. Cash tries to go for the back, but unfortunately is too slow on the trigger. Too close to the enemy. Crystal gets the punch with the stun combo into the wall, and there goes the Fuselaw pop. Abyss Breaker just narrowly misses. Cat Heist survives for a touch longer, but I think his time is now run out as well. There goes the box attempt by Milk Honey. I'm not sure if AT hear this. Surprising. I guess they didn't hear it. Amidst the chaos, it looks like SWT have lost 2 members. Just Captain Hammond last alive now. Maybe looking to get the res in Academy. We do see Merc also take it down Ranter as well. And Crystal sends it with the ulti. Unfortunately, just misses by a slither of HP. Displacement charge, not getting the connection. Giraffe tries to pop the Abyss Breaker, but doesn't get the kill instantly. Milk Honey is managing to feather like a god, but is in combustion state along with Moek. And Milk Honey manages to survive with 1 HP. Looks like the shield's been broken as well on the Oath. Crystal got some major poking, but I don't think they can really capitalize on it before that shield's back up again. They got the nice little tree punch, Crystal did, but I don't think they can follow it up, I think, unless... I mean, they've taken over space, but Giraffe now has the shield back up again. Milk Honey's managed to stick the res amidst the chaos. They are able to go for Ghost as well for an extra bit of stabilization, which is pretty convenient. We are looking at an aggressive portal through play by 80k. Giraffe now last alive for FLF. Can hopefully make it across or spike someone. He's throwing the hammers whenever convenient. Can't jump on the Sky Shock, unfortunately. Kappa Gods does manage to get onto it. And they are now on solid ground. And a nice little clean snipe does seal the deal for FLF. They are outed, unfortunately, 11th place. We were looking at a red drop in around 50 seconds as well. And 2 crowns on the north side, as well as a broken res, just to the right of the red drop. Captain Hamid looking to stick a res. So all members are going to be back, and the bottom right side is kind of isolated too, just kind of clean for them to kind of get a more full reset, which makes their lives a lot easier. Are just chilling on bonfire for now. Hopefully they got a couple of E-plats. Yeah, Milk Honey is crazy, bro. I don't know. He didn't even have a Vive Infuser either. He's just running some Weaver Squid. We're looking at Reggie as well, spawning in around 50 seconds too.
An enemy oracle is scanning.
SWT going for a portal play. Dagger's used against a Sikia Void. He's taking extra damage just temporarily, but gets the TP at the last second. There goes the Beacon, but don't get a stun connection. Monster now fighting alone, basically against all members of NFS. Drops the Sin's Embrace, but unfortunately gets spiked. Captain Hamid also getting absolutely chunked, potentially Symbiose. Needs a couple more LMBs on a clean Arcane Rogan to maybe kill Captain Hamid.
Warning. Storm
I think Symbiose could have just kept sending it in, honestly. But I think he was a bit scared of the glider gas, how much glider fuel he had left. Sikia Void is maybe looking for a TP over the mountain. Can maybe stick a box, I think, maybe, depending on where it is. I think Lumia maybe have recognized this. And who's going to get stunned there? Hit the stun, Singularity Pop. Oh, it's caught in the jaws of Sikia Void. There goes all those chain LMBs, but the bubble's now been popped. That bought a little bit of space, but the grenade also connects, plus the Arcane Railgun, and plus a couple of LMBs from Symbiose. Sikia Void now has to completely jump ship again. Already blown the load. Chilling on this mini island just temporarily. Can take the win rings, but it's then going to be in Rog's domain. Oh, the stun nearly connected. That would have been crazy. Yo, what's up, Mash, bro? But I have a 1 minute delay, unfortunately, so I can't really like insta chat with you. Oh, Sikia Void, that was crazy. Nice little route. So it's pulling down to the south side as we do see Hat and Kaf with a little mini dance. Cat Heist unfortunately found dead. Mado also taking down SWT, so SWT outed 10th place. Dadza trying to get that poke in on Saros. Same with Gentil, pops the ulti, but Ranta manages to dash at the last second, takes the win ring for an extra bit of glider gas. Trepper actually gets a nice little max range spike. Well, not max range, but you know, it felt like it was max range, but he just kind of held out his own until even he was in a combustion state on his glider, and then finally got the spike. Very cheeky play. There's Boombachi. I don't know. I'm not really sure if that's an insult towards SB or. Yeah, this is tier 2 though.
The lava baron will soon
They've not tier 2. They've not SB have not played as a full 3-man for a while. It feels like. It's probably been like one scrim block. What am I saying?
Storm tightening.
Crossland Bear potentially getting chunked there by Kaf as the Fuselaws pop by Trepper, not getting that much value, but Fisher rapidly running out of space now. And Crossland Bear sends it with the ulti. Ranta, last alive still for Hat. Jumped up to the north side towards Fish's domain. Arcane Rogan gets the connection onto Drive, sends a couple of LMBs towards Crossland Bear, looking for a spike if possible. Doesn't get it though. And is able to take the win rings continuously. Oh, he's running on thin ice here. A lot of people are dying now very rapidly elsewhere. Oh, Kappa Gods is also found dead by Breves. I have to run the delay because of... Yeah, it's prize for tournament. There you go. Luca answered your question. So, the Piggy's last alive now for Fish. NFS have managed to maintain armors and a couple of kills. Same with AT as well. I have made a 3-story house, it looks like. And on the north side, we're seeing some trouble brewing between CAF and 1QW.
Warning. Storm closing.
So many teams dancing on the north side. Morris up for grabs for Aya as well. Ranta picked up the crown amidst the chaos. Dadza already found dead though. AT chilling on the E-plat for now, but being basically hit from both directions, potentially. Oh. Gentil, come on. Goes onto the E-plat temporarily. Oh, but still gets killed, unfortunately.
An enemy has slain the lava
Oh, my apologies there, Void. Bro, there was just so much action happening on the north side. I was like, there's no... Like, surely you die afterwards. That was my thought, at least. Because I did see, I'm sure people are chasing you from the north, right? So Biblix takes down Lepiga. We know that he was last alive since Embrace. Gets a 2-man stun connection. And it depends if NFS can continue to capitalize on it. This is the second win. Unfortunately, doesn't get the connection. Arkin Rogan, super duper sniped by Rain. Or onto Rain, shall I say, as Namil tries to stay on solid ground to reinforce Mado potentially. Symbiosis continuously popping off. Actually kills Olonox as well. GPA in that last alive for Rog. On QW, applying pressure onto AT as GPA is continuously feathering up and down, trying to find a bit of pocket of space to go in onto solid ground. Finally does it at the last second. Drops the pad as well, insta. Velati goes for a portal play to the right side. Sunshi's just full box form now. The GPA has a long way to go to try and stay alive here. He's been knocked off by Jobo's shield bash. Goes down to the south side. We do see Trapper waiting there, though. This is pretty problematic.
Storm tightening.
Oh, Moik. Okay, gets knocked away by the second wind. Trapper pops the Fuselage, manages to dodge that. And he's now in NFS's territory. Unfortunately, GPA is outed. Moik also finds Trapper, so Kaffer outed shortly afterwards. 6 past noon, also found dead, so everyone is just dropping like flies now. Every single straggler. Oh, the squid unfortunately missed. That would have been a free kill there for Biblix, I reckon. I think it would have been actually kind of hard, but we do see a 2-way being potentially played, but the nukes would have been dropped. AT have to jump ship kind of prematurely. There would have been a really nice hook there for Biblix. I mean, he had the prediction, but the just had a bit too much distance there. So NFS have picked up 11 kills now. IR with only 2 so far, and AT with 12. There's a red chest pickup as well, potentially for NFS. Hopefully Symbios get something pretty nice here. Let's see what they go for.
Enemy Oracle online.
Alright, so they went for... Yeah, okay.
Nuclearite launch detected.
Here's another nuke. Yo, what's up, Dylan, dude? Ooh, that shock trap could be clean there with the CC follow-up. They actually catch the Oath at the last second, and they have a little lip of space to play on, but they're absolutely getting chunked now again by NFS. They get one spike. Wien's dead straight afterwards. Vivilux managed to survive, dashes down the south side. There's a bit of the Sky Shock left with a bit of fuel. And he's taking in onlys, but he's scuffing it a little bit, not being able to get to the high ground. Is he actually going to try and stick the res? Okay, walks around it. I was about to say that would have been suicide if he tried to stick that. Oh, he's got the normal res anyway. I think he's found that perfect opportune moment to try and stick this. Slugwave is popped prematurely, potentially. There goes the Orb of Orgos through the gates there at the last second. And he's trying to feather as much as possible, but it's not enough. Aya are outed third place. Just 2 teams left now.
Enemies have captured a meteor soul.
You see a 2A also being dropped. NFS rotating up to the north side. They're building a mansion.
An enemy Oracle is scanning.
They've got 2 walls built up so far. Rapidly being deteriorated though. By those rain of arrows. There goes the nuke drop again. Look, trying to get a knock or something along those lines. Trying to dance around the radiation from the nuke before it finally evaporates. And I'm expecting some measured poke coming in soon, or maybe another like a nuke purchase or a cook drop for more nukes. I'm not too sure what people want to kind of how they want to kind of approach this fight. We've seen Chonkers being dropped by Mado as well, and NFS have the next zone as well. So AT could maybe go for some sort of all-in at some point potentially. They have to be careful of that Eva's ulti there, the Sin's Embrace, the Orbs of Argos, the Beacon. Because if they jump into it, it could spell real problems. So maybe they have like one person go in and try and make her use it first prematurely, and then they can go in afterwards. There's a bunch of different tactics they could employ. They've given up the space. They've popped the Sin's Embrace plus the Beacon. They've got a decent amount of damage actually onto Moek. Crystal pops the ulti, but doesn't get too much value. Mado Pops the overkill rounds as well, gets a decent amount of damage onto Crystal. Arcane Railgun nearly hits Joba there. Nuke is also dropped onto NFS. AT are looking to desperately heal really rapidly. Maybe looking for a second in if possible. They've still got a bit of zone space, but way less now than AT do. AT have obviously taken dominion over that bigger island where that zone is located. Seeing Crystal maybe look for a buy or flank around or some armor resets. There we go. Mado looking for a wide circle round? I'm not really sure. I like that Crystal just providing that kind of fear factor on the bottom right side. He's going for a bond pack, in fact. Managed to get it at the last second.
Enemy Oracle online.
Chunk is being reused by AT again. Looking at econ and kills real quick. NFS are currently at 13 kills. AT with 13 as well. Wow. Very, very mirror matchup. Although you could argue that NFS are definitely up in perks and levels, armors. But I think they both have a fair chance here. I mean, somehow Flakes, they predicted this next zone, so it's actually in their favor again the second time. I guess the Rain of Barrows. Crystal sends in with the ulti here. He's the Vista Breaker plus the Sin's Embrace. Unfortunately, Crystal's found insta-gibbed, and Symbiose has to try and get out if possible. One more hammer will surely seal the deal, but it's getting one connection. There we go. They finally get one kill to kind of level the playing field, and NFS need to rapidly jump on this if they want to, really kill them, because they're gonna have better sustain overall to win this 2v3. But Crown's picked up by Moek at an opportune moment. Hopefully some more armor resets for AT as well. NFS are definitely up in the lead now, I'd argue. There goes the Boxer's attempt potentially. Emil's trying to hold the ground with the Orb of Argos. There goes the dash through by Moek. Maybe not the opportune character to take it. There goes the Sin's Embrace. Unfortunately, gets the stun with the knock, and NFS actually get the res at the last second. And that means that it's likely to be NFS taking this game. There we go. NFS taking game number 2. So I'm not going to forget this time. Quick ad break, and hopefully we're into game 3 very, very shortly. Catch you guys then. And I guess for all of the tier 2 players that are actually playing from Vive U Camp, this is really, really good practice for their actual tourney that obviously Courageous has been organising for the past, I don't know how long now. It's like 5 or 6 weeks. It's been quite a while now. We're nearly at the end of that, which is really cool to see. Let me have a quick look and see what the progress status is on that one. Yo, welcome back, everyone. They're the goats, dude. That was such a chaotic fight, Flakes. Holy. Like they just full set. I think if Crystal hit the ulti, it would have been a bit different. But because it's whiffed, they'd used like a lot of CC, and then they've used a lot of mobility as well, and then they're just in a very small corridor against an Evo who's got like a load of easy CC that they can hit in a really enclosed area. It was kind of difficult for once the load is blown, it's really hard to do more. So we've got 1 week of basically on Sunday we've got 1 day of scrims left for Vive EU camp, and then on November the 16th Sunday we'll have the finals for Vive EU camp, which is I'm looking really forward to.
Select your hunter.
Yeah, exactly. GPA.
Try
Quite a
not
lot to juggle.
stare.
Winds blowing. Time to fly.
You are the drop leader.
Right, game 3 is now underway. Everyone's ready. We're in. Cross country. Hopefully no one's caught unprepared. Alright, let's get it underway then. Game number 3. Almonds in Immo again, I swear. Like every game it feels like it's in Immo. The past 2 or 3 games. We're also looking at Soul of the Hunt as well. Dropping in Prisma. What's that? Doppler effect, right? That's what it's called. This Meteor Beast dropping. If you know, you know. And no one went for the armors! I mean, the drop line's a bit awkward, but we do see one team going up to the top left, potentially. 80k potentially going for that, after kind of farming mobs along the way. We're seeing a bit of green on green balance as well, potentially.
An enemy oracle is scanning.
SWT going for a CAD. There we go, that's that Sky Shock I was talking about for the rotate. So the 80k definitely going to have the almost completely uncontested, and hopefully they've got enough fuel left to kind of rotate back into zone afterwards, because that's going to give them a really big boon in this scenario. On Mana Cores as well, we're looking at FLF kind of farm up on the kind of south side of Mana Cores, but Milkun is yoinked away one of the mobs to try and steal a bit of XP at the last second, which I think he's successfully done, and maybe Hat continue to encroach upon FLF as they rotate down to the bottom left hand side. And on the train tracks / Prisma. Oh, Becca just narrowly misses against Calf. It looks like they got the level 6. Symbiote with a very aggressive send. I think he got the spike when they connect onto Gentil. Unfortunately, doesn't get the Arcane Railgun, and Gentil makes it out there to live another day. Oh, Sparta was trying to get some magic done there, but unfortunately couldn't get the hit before the back came in. Kappa God's maybe looking to pick up the Bon at some point for his team as well. Early bit of snowballing if they've got the econ for it. I assume they're millionaires, man. They've got the armors. They're gold armors, right? It's 24 karat gold armors. Surely you can just resell it. Surely. That'd be funny if you could do that though. That'd be broken. It'd make armors even more valuable. Almost like the recycler item, the recycler thingy from like Risk of Rain. You just get like a random item instead. I don't know. Oh, actually, it looks like there might be they're encroaching like very aggressively. NFS. Oh, and they get the spike too. This is really problematic. It looks like Spore is found dead. Sus have to jump ship completely through the wind rings towards Heart for the res. But run to the hat are not too far away, so they're going to be a little bit careful of that one.
An enemy oracle is scanning.
Yeah, they continue the chase as well. Super fearless. Nice little big hook by Milk Honey. Lemil unfortunately found dead. And Hat are going super duper aggressive, continuously chasing this as long as possible. Nice stagger at the last second by Cat Heist. Milk Honey unfortunately doesn't get the kill. Manages to survive with a perfect feather down on the south side. Takes a couple of wind rings. Milk Honey's trying to chase this one impossible. Doesn't have the squid though to get the finishing blow and close the gap. Maybe some bush camping here as well. We're looking at between ATK and ROG. And they've finally been revealed. There's a nice little punch and the big continued follow-up. Aggressive in by the ghost there at the last second. But they couldn't really capitalise on anything too much and they both go their own separate ways. NFS are looking to stick the res on Underop if possible.
Oracle online.
Have to jump ship again. Day 2 mobs are now available, so NFS really need to reset as soon as possible. The longer they wait now, the more troublesome it becomes. Boy getting absolutely chunked, unfortunately, by SWT. The Beacon is getting at least one, but I don't know if they can really capitalise on this one. Monster trying to heal up as long as possible, strafing like a god. Avoiding most of the damage. Pops a nice little Beacon at the last second, but Gentil does get the kill, fortunately, right at the end. We do see Captain Hamid instantly jumping towards the res on in a CAD on the Sky Shark. We're looking at Shrapnel Soul and Damage Soul spawning in around 40 seconds. So Hallows is definitely potentially going to have a lot of teams going there. We're looking at Hat on the left-hand side as well. 18, a little bit of a pickle here. Moik gets a nice little dash through the walls, but Drebe's not been caught out. Has to dash down the south side. Maybe still has an uppercutless to last a bit longer. I think he's avoided the wrath of both teams. Hopefully he can get this back in for free, unless Cat Ice wants to grief this. Okay, they get it away for free. And a big, massive fight on the island. Potential big catch-out, it looks like, with a Singularity. Marionette found dead. Spotter gets a nice little Viridius Fury there onto Monster, forcing him away just temporarily. And again, things have calmed down.
Abyssal hatchlings have spawned.
You see a res attempt by J-Raf here. Well, it's the little cook. It's Gordon Ramsay. Okay, you got the res. Oh, nice little hook there at the last second. Milk Honey getting that kill onto Hunger. Oh my god. All of these voids just keep perma-catching someone out. This time it's GPA who's the victim. And ROG now have to conveniently find that Sky Shock on Nux. Is going to be able to drive around the whole of the map. Play a bit of Mario Kart just for a while until they find a res.
Enemies have captured a soul.
Souls are being picked up left, right, and center as well, it seems like. As Aya have a mini face-off against Hat. They both have the same sort of ideology, it seems like. At least the KPs do. But Hat have to rotate upwards because Kaf are there on the right side. They don't want to be part of a sandwich. Dolls are also temporarily split from the team. 80k going full bush camp mode. They decide to jump ship at the last second, surprisingly. They even nuke the bottom left to really prevent Delta from having a clean escape. Trepper pops the nade to the dagger to the right side. ATK goes through for the kind of wide rotate. Delta's just trying to get some poke when possible. It looks like Zealade potentially might get caught out here. Oh, gets hit by the battle gum. Unfortunately, Zealade is found dead, so it is Spore last alive now on Sus. But you see, it's 6 past noon chilling on the north side, crazily enough, so... I'm not really sure what he's even trying to gatekeep here. He's way far away from his team. Spore can't stick that one. But you see Rain with 45 seconds left on the crown. Orlox finds Captain Hammered. It is just Sicky Void. Managed to escape on the mountain just temporarily. 5 seconds left for Rain. We're looking at a Abyss Specialist and Devastation as well in around 55 seconds.
An enemy Oracle is scanning.
On the bottom left-hand side, Af and Aya.
Warning. Storm closing.
Gentile's desperately trying to get that Pokemon possible. Sicky Void actually takes down Spore. So it looks like Sicky Void is going to be able to stick that res back as a 4-3 man if I'm not mistaken, actually. Whatever I can find. No, just got the kill ISO. Okay, so maybe what's he going to do now is the question. Again, I look away and he gets another kill. My bad. There is a big box there. I think he's trying to grab some loot. I looking to rotate around. Calf just continuously mirroring them whenever possible, though. On the top side, looks like a potential big catch out. NFS in a bit of trouble. Breaker. Oh, big Sky Shark explosion as well. But it looks like NFS are going to make it out with just Lumiel dead. On the south side, Calf. I've lost Gentile. And now Hat. Oh, they get the hook in too. Plus the dunk on the Summon Napalm. But a nice little hook. Defensive hook at the last measure to save Wayan. Very instrumental potentially as a big Fuselaw just popped by Cat Heist. That is absolutely clean cinema by a Cat Heist there. Super duper clean execution. That's what I like to see.
Enemy Oracle
High value.
online.
On the north side, we're seeing some absolute chaos unfurling as well. It looks like SWT already taken down Suncheese, unfortunately. Another res is being attempted here. 6 Noon trying to hold on as long as possible. Sparta dies to the Abyss as well somehow. And 1QW back as a 4-3 man again, but 6 Noon still pretty wounded here. Avalanche is also dropped by Void. Doesn't get too much value. There goes the dagger play. Extra damage onto 6 Noon. Likely to be there very shortly unless he can pull off a miracle. There goes the TP play. Putting in 2, but the LMBs don't connect. Well, finally they do. And that's going to likely be 2 members dead very, very shortly afterwards. It is just Velati last alive now for 1QW. You're hearing a Sin's Embrace. Sorry, not Sin's Embrace. Viridius Fury being popped by Moek onto a Rog. Jobo. Shield broken right at the last second. Velati. Wondering if the GP wants to turn around, but can't because so many people around them is to try and play in a kind of team-oriented fashion, which is successfully done. Rog now basically have a 1v1 fight isolated. Nice little punch by Rain at the last second. Likely to die soon. And unfortunately, AT gets a nice little reset there. Probably going to look to continue this one. Crystal looks to send it in with the ulti. Doesn't get a connection, unfortunately. Actually gets a spike onto GPA. It's just Unlocks last alive now. Been punched into the Abyss again. And AT are looking for potential free pickings. Hopefully they don't get the spike. Oh! Unlocks gets 1 reset at least. Okay, he gets 2 spikes. Oh my god, crazy work. And Crystal gets a nice little punch plus 1 LMB. 1 more LMB will seal the deal. Gets a nice little heal in the Abyss. Guess there's LMBs. No! Crystal, right at the end. Oh, what a nice sequence, dude. The Crystal is... The trouble's not over yet, because now SWT are looking at this. Portal play, scops him. Oh, and they finally take down AT 10th place in this scenario. Oh, that was such a cool sequence, dude. Oh, I was rooting for them to live there. If Olonox did it, that would have been so crazy. The 3v1. Plague in Abyss.
Storm tightening.
Alrighty, 20 seconds left for Trepper though. On the bottom left-hand side, we're looking at rewind in about 15 seconds. Maybe FLF have free pickings over that. We're seeing Abyss Specialist on a Marionette as well. SWT looking to rotate downwards. Just a break a pop by Jiraf. Very, very aggressive play.
Enemy Oracle online.
And Sicky Void has Blink as well. Holy schmoly. They can maybe get some value from this. Fish have Amphibian. Same with Hat as well. They're very, very close to each other. They should truly recognize this. I'm hoping Milk Honey can get that hook he needs to get in. The Piggy gets the stun. There goes the ulti play as well with the Singularity. Both view slots have been popped now. Drive. A little bit late to the gun there, unfortunately. But Hat. Milk Honey has lost all the armor now. Ranta also pretty low too. Zone is pulling to the left, of course, with it being cross-country. Pretty extreme. E2 Beast is being raked back by a monster. I don't know if FLF can do anything. Oh, they got the anomaly. Maybe they're going for some anomaly cheese. We can see JF kind of positioning for it. Or maybe a rain of arrows from Sparta. Bro, you know what I've just remembered as well from back in the days in pre 1.0? With Myth being so meta, everyone would just wait for Rain of Arrows and just perma-spam Rain of Arrows on the Meteor Beast because it used to do so much damage. And because it had like a high tick rate, you could guaranteed steal the Meteor Beast. Oh my god. And every team ran Myth as well. It was so infuriating. Oh my god. I gave myself PTSD just thinking about that. Looks like Fish have held out Hat pretty well though for the moment. There are the last day's worth of mobs to farm up as well whenever possible for these teams for an extra bit of XP. As the circle slowly starts to rotate, we do see SWT Sicky Void with the rewind. And so Captain Hammond has the blink now. Okay, so they're looking to get like extra crazy spikes. You could argue it's maybe better on Sicky Void, but they've probably got something cooking up here. Madder also has a blink as well. That's crazy work.
Enemy Oracle online.
As these teams dance amongst each other. E-Plus dropped at the last second. We do see one little cheese spike at the last second. ATK have lost, or about to lose one member maybe. I thought I saw a spike there, but maybe I'm tripping. Giraffe getting a massive double kill at the last second with the Abyssal Breaker. I think the Air Blast has already been used as well. Oh no, this is looking troublesome. Monster finds Marionette. Sparta is now dead. It's just Giraffe last alive now. Baby Luke's unfortunately misses the hook. I go up to the north side now. Sicky Void just causing infinite chaos, but has managed to reunite with the team at the last second.
The Lava Baron has arisen.
So it's now putting up to the top left when possible. Atu is chilling with the Amphibian, but how much longer can he do this? Holy. The guy is standing tall. Fearless.
Storm tightening.
Oh, hearing a big hook. Oh, it was a big hook. It was a big hook, but it was just on Immorius. SWT looking for an early rotate. Looks like Kafra already there though. Potentially looking to gatekeep or maybe bush camp. At least Aldo was considering it. Soul Warden is about to be dropped potentially. We do see a two-way also utilized. On the south side, there's Chaos Spring. Looks like Captain Hammer takes down Velati. Maybe looking to take a second member if possible. As Sunchi sent it in with the ulti on Krista, but Captain Hammer has made it out of that one. Wayne, unfortunately, doesn't get the connection with the Arcane Railgun. Oh, super nice, clean, surgical play by Captain Hammer. Taking down FLF, 9th place. And that zone is slowly starting to come in now. NFS have to make some sort of decision. There goes the fan play, potentially. I'm wondering if they're going to take it straight into Fish's face. But the Piggy's potentially just waiting there. Hope he doesn't get stunned. He makes it through, but I don't know if Lumil or Symbiote can do the same sort of thing here. Lumil held ground. Also blew up the Sky Shot, which might have been a cool tactical play. As Atsu finally has to dash through. Is revealed. Blocks the hook by Milk Honey, but gets dunked at the last second. There goes the Slugwave on top and gets spiked, unfortunately. There's ATK out to the 8th place. Symbiote also taking down Suncheese, as we see on the kill feed. Six plus Noon looking for that early crown. Sicky Void hot on the heels though. Gets the stun, pops the Singularity. Really absolutely negates this crown play if possible. Makes it that with the kill. TP's away, hopefully can get out of town if possible. Didn't even need to do more, to be honest. Absolute clean escape. But oh, Captain Hammer gets spiked. And they've lost the blink now somewhere. That's a big upset potentially. But Sicky Boy does stick the res instantly. It's got the NMBs to kind of stick through the wall. There goes an anomaly play by NFS. And they've actually swapped places amidst the chaos. Oh, and they've done it again. Singularity Pop actually catches one. Two, in fact. Reeves has made it out the last second. Mado now in the abyss, or in the zone temporarily. Sabio is also on super HP. Archer Mogo just narrowly misses. And then bees are being connected. And Dowdza just take down Symbios at the last second. Monster goes in with the Sin's Embrace, but gets spiked, unfortunately, at the last second. Sicky Void somehow managed to survive amidst the chaos. But a nice little hook at the last second likely means that Captain Hamid is dead, unless he can survive somehow. Turn it around with a spike. Unfortunately, can't do it fast enough. Nemil tries to survive as long as possible. He's feathered pretty well. They really went in for an aggressive chase. There goes the Sin's Embrace. Milk Honey. The bubbles there as well at a convenient time. Archimilgan finally connects. Ranta takes down Lumil. NFS are outed. Shortly after, Fish are outed as well. So 6th and 5th place respectively. Just 4 teams left now. So a quick look at the kills and see how teams are doing. Sicky Void managed to stay alive. He has 1.9k. Maybe looking to get a box back if possible. There's an enemy on. Never mind. I'm absolutely blind. So what was that again? So 5 kills for Aya. SWT with 10, Kaf with 5, and Hat with 9. 1 minute 15 for Crown. Circling into zone without issue.
An enemy oracle is scanning.
Oh! Dunk plus Slug Wave, but Sicky Void is able to TP over to the other side at the last second. Okay, we're going to hit the connection too, but he's still going to, keep being able to dash, basically perma. Visionades are being spammed by every team, it feels like, and a monstrous hook at the last second. But a nice little shield bash by Breves allows him to survive a lot longer in this scenario, as Ranta now tries to face off against both Biblukes and Breves, manages to survive. Cat Heist in the abyss, but manages to dagger back at the last second. Okay, and Rogan misses. We do see Kaf also rotating around the right side too. Sicky Void. 28 seconds. Trepper gets dunked at the last second. Slug Wave, but has the dagger back. He's going to be okay in this scenario. That's scuffed in the floor somehow. Oh, Biblukes. Oh, he's got the blink. Hook, dunk combo. Ranta is going to be definitely found dead there, as Hat immediately stick the res. I like the reaction times on Milk Honey there. And they get basically all it members up without issue, but they need to look for a rotate. Maybe if they have a pad or something, that maybe be a clean rotate, but instead they choose to hold the ground against both Aya and Kaf. The EMP nade unfortunately scuffs. Dalza continuously looks for poke. Looks like Hat to have a small window of opportunity to kind of rotate around, but Ranta unfortunately gets caught out, but Milk Honey may rotate even the playing field as they get the dunk. Slug Wave combo, Cat Heist with the reinforcements, but Trepper had the dagger at the last second, so is able to escape relatively unscathed.
Storm's on the move. Stay inside its eye.
And I think Milk Honey might be dead here. Cat Heist will be the last member for Hat now. Takes the dagger up to the north side. Kaf looking for some free pickings. Pops the Fusillade. Tries to survive a bit longer, but Dowdza, or one of the members, or it's Breves actually right at the end who takes it. Pops the Abyss Breaker instantly straight afterwards. He gets the hook connection. Gento's found dead. Kaf are now just 2 members. Nice little dunk by Biblukes. Couple of LMBs to seal the deal. Wayne finds Dowdza. Zone is pulling up to the north side straight afterwards. SWT are mostly chilling in the bush. Well, Monster is probably looking for some sort of clean ambush on Aya, depending on which one kind of exit they want to take. As Trepper is back in stealth, but it's now been revealed at the last second. Gets absolutely jumped on by Aya, and they get another kill right at the last second. So Aya went from like 5 kills to like 10 now. Kaf are outed. Just 2 teams left now. SWT again. But Biblukes probably has the blink. But of course, Captain Hamid is looking to get this dunks whenever possible. We're seeing a crazy wide rotate around by Sicky Void as well. Big chunky Abyssal Breaker scuffs the TP maybe at the last second. They get 1 spike unfortunately onto Captain Hamid. Monster gets a nice little Sin's Embrace. Beckon into the abyss, into the zone, doing a decent amount of damage to Aya. And they actually get the seniority in the zone as well, doing an extra bit of zone damage. But I don't know if how long Sicky Void could stay surviving. Actually managed to survive a bit longer with the TP play. Monster manages to mantle, not the 70% threshold. But I think Monster is likely to be dead very, very soon. Tries to survive as long as possible. It's just Sicky Void now last alive for SWT. And his ulti is still off cooldown. Needs to wait another like 20 seconds or something along those lines. The spike grenade connects. Bublik unfortunately just misses the dunk with the blink, like somehow, by like 1 millimeter. And now we're playing one of those like circus arcade games. You throw the ball into the hole, and you can win a teddy. Oh. Oh, there goes the Abyssal Breaker. Sticky Boy is still surviving for now. He's not giving up. He's waiting to get that spike. Oh, he gets dropped by Wayan. They've got all the insurance they need, it feels like. And Sticky Boy does have the ulti now. Is he going to hit the 3-man is the question, or hit a crazy spike? Gets a nice little potential kidnap, but I don't think he can capitalize on it. Hits a 2-man, but I don't think he can do much more. Oh, I imagine if Monster or Captain Hamid survived there with the 2-man. It's not enough, and Aya take game number 3, ending off with 13 kills. Great stuff.
Select your hunter.
Alchemy applied.
All right, welcome back. Yeah, sorry about that. Missed timing. But hopefully you guys did catch that. If not, I can verbally describe to you what happened in game 3. But maybe Flake's already leaked the secrets with Aya winning that one. It was nearly cinema. It was nearly cinema. Right at the end, Sicky Void, he was feathering like a god in the wind tunnel. He managed to get a 2-man singularity, but all of his other teammates were dead, so couldn't really capitalize on it. So
You are the drop leader.
that was it. Now we are approaching the last game of today. For Group B. It's the last chance for people to get placement points if they're kind of in that lower bracket, you know, kind of that 9 to 12 bracket. They can maybe have one banger game and turn things around just enough to qualify here.
달의 가오가 함께하길.
I just realized as well, if it's just trying to take screenshots of the lobby, it just scuffs because half the lobbies are off the screen. Like, what is that? Game 4 is going to be Final Destination, ending in gridlock. We've got armors on dawn caps as well. We are looking at Soul of the Hunt, Soul of Fortitude. 2 teams dropping on grid straight away. So let's see how this one's going to resolve. And they got the level 2 early, and Lumio does not have the level 2, but they have either those. So they're able to farm up these mob camps extremely fast. And overall, they're going to have probably better sustain.
Enemy Oracle online.
Oh, Luma just get hit by the spike grenade, but rapidly dashes out of it. As Symbiote gets a nice spike grenade onto Train Enthusiast, doing a monstrous amount of damage. Kappagod's temporarily split from the team, but is able to dash away, reunite with this team without issue. The Akirogan connects onto Atsu, but they all make it out and live to fight another day. Maybe look for some sort of different rotate now. I think they've basically lost Dominion over Gridlock. We do see SWT picking up armor straight off the bat in Dawn Caps as well. All armored up without issue. AT going for... Oh, they've got the red book just now, okay. Every time I flick over, it feels like when someone's in the academy, they take the red book, which is a really nice thing to see.
Enemies have captured a soul.
One of the souls has been picked up. The other one's at 89%. We do see 80k slowly wandering over. One QW also in a similar position. Velati will pick up the blue armor then in this scenario. 80k are now looking to grab it, but it looks like a little bit of a skating is going on at the last second.
An enemy oracle is scanning.
For the Abyss Hatchling. And that's making it really hard for these guys to fight now. Heist also finds Train Enthusiast. Look over and see what's going on there. Nice little free pickup. That's just taking the Sky Shark. 1QW have potentially free reign unless Hat have something to say about it. Ranta. So there's a couple of LMBs towards Velati's way, but it looks like 1QW can get this one for free. Nice little shield block to block everything. There goes the squid play by Milk Honey. Won't get too much value. Gets the hook unfortunately, but I don't think he can really follow over too much more. Ranta has to be the LMBs and the dunks for Milk Honey just while it's off cooldown. So the only problem with desyncing on KP, especially if you desync the combo, it's really, you feel like you're a bit naked. Symbiote also finds Milk Honey at the same time. We do see Bivalukes on the outskirts of the circle, rapidly coming in with a Sky Shock though. Kappagod's in a similar situation. Being a potential aggressive in by Kaf onto Cat Heist. Unfortunately caught out at the moment. Finally found dead by Gentil, now on the Phoenix instead of the Shrike. Continuously sending it on to Milk Honey now. But is out of dashes for a while, has to jump ship as the ghosts are now available for 80k slash Hat to pick up. But looks like Train Enthusiast has first dibs as Ranta jumped on the back seat of Trepper's car and then pelted him with bullets, which is a very nice thing to do, surely. FLF and AT respectively going for Ghost as well in Hollows. And aside from that, Ranta looking for the back. Oh, it's a giveaway. He was jumping on him. Oh, Ranta's in trouble now. Gets a nice little spike grenade. Tries to fight as long as possible. He's sustaining a decent amount, but now once that spike grenade buff is gone, he is toast. Yeah, Luca. Yeah. On the top left, in Hallows, we see FLF and AT. Looks like we do see kind of flank opportunity going on with Crystal. Managed to evade most of the damage. Spot actually manages to scuff the punch there at the last second on Crystal, but Crystal does manage to get the ulti plus a couple of LMBs. Sealing the deal. And AT now just two, FLF are just two members. Is now, well, one member now, in fact. Just JRF last alive. Pop up to Sticky Void. Pretty much isolated. Unfortunately lost the armor now. That's a pretty big loss in tempo, but they can probably still recover SWT in this scenario. We are looking at teleportation spawning in not too long as well. Alongside Hyper Haste on the bottom left hand side and Underrot. And the fight looks to be unraveling here between Kaf and Hat. Gentle sends it with a very aggressive ult. Can't really capitalize on too much value there, but manages to feather pretty well against Milk Honey, and Milk Honey actually loses exchange pretty severely. In fact, dies for it right at the end. So somehow that play paid off. Well, I'm not going to complain then. And now Aya also looking to apply pressure onto Kaf when possible. Through the portal, Kaf have rotated successfully. Vivi Bluch tried a predictive hook there, but was unsuccessful.
Enemies
As
have
went in quite
captured
aggressively
Sol.
there, quite low on mana too. Can't really capitalise on doing too much more damage there as Ranta manages to escape. Okay, Rogan is not enough, unfortunately, and just afterwards, Captain Hammer gets a nice little spike onto Ololox. So it is... Oh, a nice bit of feathering by Cat Heist, plus a dagger up to the north side. And Hat are going to be living a touch longer here. They actually get a surprise spike at the last second to level the playing field. Even with a level difference, though, Captain Hammer just needs to get one of those... Oh, he gets the donkey, but not the 70% threshold. Pops the Fusillade. And manages to make it out on the north side. We do see a lot of chaos brewing, it seems. Fish, they got one pick with this Singularity onto Spore. Sus looking to jump ship now to the right, it looks like. And the other members of Sus are looking for potentially the broken res if they can shimmy along fast enough. Rog also in a similar position. Same with the crown pickup. Everyone is going towards this broken res, it looks like. I think Cat Heist maybe has to choose a potentially safer, less risky option than a like not in quote marks guaranteed res. It's not even guaranteed. At the same time, iDrive is found dead. Unfortunately, Captain Hammer did not get the dagger connection. Monster is just chilling on Orb for now before the Orb is just dead. Now has no heals left in the tank. Has to jump ship as Grosslom does get the kill. Just Captain Hammer last alive now. Moik does get killed into Sport at the same time. Hunger chilling on the outskirts. Captain Hammer with the squid donk play though. Even does the emote BM. Holy. Been a long time since I've seen that. Symbiote is temporarily caught out. 6 noon jumps back up onto the north side. Reunites with his team. Would you see a potential Bond being robbed here by GPA? Oh, but Mado gets the back in at the last second. Oh, Marine gets hooked in. This could be troublesome, but they get the hook back at the last second. Since Embrace is popped, and GPA gets stunned. Chain stunned, in fact. Tries to pop his own dunk, but unfortunately is a bit too slow to the hammer. Olox tries to go up to the north side. I'm not sure what they can do in this scenario. It's a bit troublesome now. We do see Moog also finding another pick, this time onto Atsu. So, how many kills is... Sorry, 4 kills. I feel like I've continuously seen Moog in the kill feed, but it doesn't actually have that many. In his 4 kills, it's not bad, but it's not as many as I was thinking it was. And this is like an open free farm potentially for Kaf, unless Wayne hits the crazy spike grenade. Unfortunately, hits the max range and it fizzles. Piggy also finds Zeolade at the same time. In 10 seconds, we're looking at Renewal and Truthlight spawning. There goes the Avalanche drop by Aya. Oh, Sunfish.
Abyssal hatchlings have spawned. An enemy oracle is scanning.
Oh, Hungus trying a bit of magic there in the Abyss. Unfortunately, not successful. Unlocks finds JRF as well, so FLF are out at last place, surprisingly. A lot of teams have survived as just like mere scraps. Day 3 is very long in Tier 2 for sure. Jobo is getting absolutely chain stunned. Hit by the Singularity just afterwards. Likely to be Jobo dead. Oh, yeah, I can agree with that one, Space Vulture. People don't respect it enough these days, but especially in EU. There's not really that many gym players. In the Tier 2 scene, there are a couple more for sure. Lepiggy hits a nice little stun as Crystal's about to try some magic there. I really like Lepiggy's turnarounds, and unfortunately, AT are outed 11th place just afterwards. Crazy work. NFS have 3 dibs basically over at least 1 soul. And Rog are looking to chase, if possible. Rain sends the ulti in, plus a couple of LMBs, trying to catch up to Training Enthusiast, if possible, but it has just a bit too much distance. On the south side, we do see a res attempt that's been cancelled as Rog force away Kappa Gods. Captain Hammer did get a pick as well, and so did Milk Honey onto Dowdza. Gentil last alive for Kaf now. Chilling in the bush. Looks like he's found an ample opportunity to just chill here, unless he decides to go for a mini 1v1. But I think he wants to play ultra slow. On the north side, Sus have managed to survive with just a slither of HP. Level 7 though. Oh man, compared to the average, they are under-leveled severely. NFS are level 12 in comparison and 13s respectively. Lumil potentially getting caught out here. The bubble's already been popped plus the Sinner's Embrace. Orb of Orgos now dropped onto Weigh-In, but he's already destroyed it now. Lumil plays on the pillage temporarily, doesn't get hit by the Alchem Railgun. And the nice little battle gun gets a nice little connection at the last second as well. NFS managed to basically recover fully. And the Piggy actually finds Gentil right at the last second, so Kaf are out at 10th place. Oh, a GPA hits that crazy max range hook. Sunfish. I'm sure I've seen this guy's name before, and when you said it, it just instantly clicked.
Enemies have captured
Okay.
a meteor soul.
I was like, I'm sure I've seen it. Okay, everything makes sense now.
An enemy oracle is warning. Storm closing.
We're looking at B-Cam rewinding around 15 seconds as well at the same time. 80k. Oh, Battle Gun onto Symbios. Getting potentially caught out here. NFS have triple red packed up as well, but the anti-heals come out against Symbios, but now finally it's decayed. Rapidly healed up by Lumiel. Mado looking for a hook. Oh, he hits the hook instead. Spores there with the hook, but they can't really capitalize on it with them being under leveled. They just have to jump ship again. Suncheese actually gets... Oh, Symbios gets 1 kill. I did see a spike on the north side as well. Hunger trying to survive in the abyss. In combustion state. Captain Hammer's trying to get the hook. Unfortunately, kind of scuffs the squid combo. iDrive also finds Velati at the same time. Atsu jumps down to the south side to reunite with Kappa Gods. And Hunger is unfortunately found outed by Captain Hammered. Yeah, you have to bait it. But the bet, like, really good gins will even, like, can, like, bait the bait, if that makes sense. That used to be the case. I don't know if that's the case anymore, though. Like, especially, there was, like, a couple of really good gins in EU. I think they both stopped playing, though, unfortunately. Like, I think we legit have, like, 0 gin pick rate anymore in Tier 1, at least.
Enemy oracle online.
Alright, Captain Hamid, last alive. Picked up the crown. 1 minute 10 roughly. 6 past noon without crown as well. 1 QW with no kills as well, unfortunately. Maybe Captain Hamid is looking to bait or challenge against 6 past noon. Dagger unfortunately misses.
The lava baron will soon appear.
Rewind is potentially being picked up by either NFS or Hat. It looks like NFS did pick that one up. Hook unfortunately misses by Mado. Nice little dash. Wayne takes down 6 past noon, so 1 QW are outed 8th place. I now have a bit more space to play with as well. Captain Hammer's managed to stay alive amidst the chaos. Dashes to the right side. Probably has a squid to be able to get a nice little cheese dunk. I think Hat also got a dunk as well, or a kill onto Aya. They're now just 2 members. Unfortunately, Breves is found dead. Nice little aggressive chase onto Captain Hammered, but manages to make it away for the most part. Oh, he tries to play, but they had the E-plat this time. And maybe another turnaround. Oh, unfortunately, it's not enough, and Captain Hammered is found dead. And Fusilier is now popped by Kappa Gods, gets at least 1 kill, so even after all that happened, they can't get any value. So basically a 1-1 exchange. They got the res, and then they die again. We're seeing a deluxe penthouse suite being built by Fish. NFS looking for an aggressive send onto Rog. Spike Grenade does get the connection from Olonox. Only around 15 seconds left. Since Embrace have popped, they don't actually get a catch though. And there goes the ulti bar range just to ensure the survival. It looks like Rog are going to be able to stick this one without issue. I'm Evan Morris's free pickies as well for NFS. They've picked up like every single soul and boss. I swear they have. Crazy work. Lucas dropped but didn't get any value. It seems Luke's still dead. They don't have enough for crown as well. They're just short a couple of 100 gold.
An enemy oracle is scanning.
Yeah, we had Atomics and Lancelot from EU, but both of them stopped playing quite a while ago. But I think Lance wants to maybe return. I did see him try and find a team. Oh, Kappa God's got absolutely chunked there. Once he jumped into NFS's domain, what did that Sinner's Embrace hook in? Oh, and they continue getting the hook in Mado this time. And the bubble's been popped on Atsu, already found dead. Trinity's just now lost alive. The Singularity's popped by the Piggy, not getting any value, unfortunately. Trinity's has been continuously chased, but he actually gets a nice little spike reset at the last second. Oh, and they do get the hook as well. Get the dunk down, but Train Enthusiast is not the 70% threshold, manages to mantle and get away. Orkiroga just narrowly misses. A couple more LMBs will seal the deal though, but he's found the wind tunnels at an appropriate time into Rog's domain. Instantly found dead by Rain, and that is 80k outed 6th place. And FS have to be a little bit careful here with the Wayne also chilling on the kind of bottom right hand side, but they've you know, drawn the trap bridge now. Or trapped the pulled up the drawbridge. I don't know what I'm saying, bro. Mixing up the words. McQuinney tries to go in for a dunk. Slugwave actually gets auto-cancelled by that Grosslon Bear Punch. Really nicely done. Plus the Fusillade pop by Fish. And it's just Ranta last alive. It was a very, very aggressive send by Hat, but it was a little bit kind of segmented, it felt like. And Ranta is finally found dead by Symbiose. Aya outed straight afterwards. We're looking at just 3 teams left now for the last game. And how many kills do Rog have then? Let's have a quick flick over. Only 5 kills. Fish at 8 kills and NFS with 7.
The storm is closing.
Maybe Rog could have a monster game here for game 4 of Group B. Oh, unfortunately, they scuffed the hook as well. But Mado can maybe pull off some magic with the rewind if he knows about it. 5 red perks on Mado. What is that, bro? GPA manages to dash away from the Sin's Embrace, but still caught by a couple of stuns there on his last legs. Unlocks gets a nice little spike grenade. Massive damage at the last second. He has to pop the rewind prematurely. And GPA is still found dead at the last second. Unlocks is chilling in the bush temporarily. Manages to take the anomaly to avoid the spike grenade. But now gets stunked by Mado at the last second. Pops the napalm. Okimrogan unfortunately misses. He's dancing for a decent amount of time. Picks up a crown at the last second too. He's getting a couple of last second heals in. Is AD strafing like a god for the last second. Takes a dodges the spike grenade. Mado unfortunately doesn't get the squid play. And Unlocks is unfortunately found dead. Rogar out at 3rd place. Sin's Embrace and Beck and Pop doesn't really get that much of a connection, unfortunately. How did that punch not do mega damage into the spike wall? That was really weird. The bubble's already been used now. And the Fusillade is also used by Drive. Mega value, it looks like. Grosslon Bear killing Symbiose. And likely to be the next victim is Lumiel. Unless... Wow, turned around by Lumiel. No way. With the aggressive send-in. Oh, it would have killed iDrive in that 1v1. And there is a nice crown pick up at the end. Maybe a potential 2v1, but the stun seals the deal. And Fish take game 4, ending off with 12 kills. And if you guys would like to hang around for about maybe 2 to 5 minutes, we'll get the last scores in to find out who qualified from Group B. So everyone has a clear picture of who to expect for tomorrow's finals. IS2G. Damn. Oh yeah, who this was yeah, you were a gym player, but you're not like the OG gym player in my opinion, right? The OG gym players, like in the EU at least, was Lance. And who this? You've not played Jin for a while, have you? Like the Jin meta was so long ago, dude. Like when Jin could be played and was just like perma terror in the abyss. Like that was when power still existed, like pre 1.0. Holy. GG's Malik. Thanks, Sunfish, for the follow as well, dude. Appreciate you, man. Alright, let's see how long these scores take to get calced then. Too many Void. Thankfully, this is not meta. Yeah, dude. I actually think that Void is grossly underrepresented in terms of power level. Like, in terms of... Maybe in both regions. Both EU and NA. GG's Symbiose as well. Nice, nice plays at the end. Yeah, OG Jin EU is... To me, it was Atomics. It was Atomics and Lance, in my opinion, bro. Lance was before Atomics. But I think Atomics was the better Jin. Yeah, of course, it was a long time. I'm saying from like a long time ago. Of course, yeah, that was pre 1.0, right? Like, you play way different characters now. Atomics made me want to play Jin. I used to main Bishop. Oof. I mean, Atomics used to clip farm perma in ranked. Holy moly. I remember those days. Like, if you watched the Zodiac compilation, he'd have, like, a minute segment of this guy just getting, like, triple kills or, like, 1v3ing perma in ranked. I remember those. But that's just Jin doing Jin things, dude. Not enough Zeph, holy. Yeah, I agree, Luca, 100%. Thanks, Captain Hamid, as well, for the follow, dude. Appreciate you, man. But Luca, though, bro, I've always felt like he's been underrepresented, like, so underrepresented in both regions. Because it's such a, like, not weird, it's like an unconventional playstyle. But the people who know how to play it or get value from it can be really good at it. Like, I don't think there's, like, a bad Void. Like, if I think of, like, Numa, Face Strikes, even from the tier 2 scene, honestly, Le Piggy, Sikia Void, like, they're all good. I don't think they're, like, bad Void players. They're all good Void players. Oh, Boombachi, I think I know which one you're talking about. I know which one you're talking about. Oh my god, that was a long time ago. he used to always perma rage. Oh, I love Atomics, dude. Wow, dude. Yeah, Malku's the OG one. Man, Malku's my teammate, man. Man, that's really, really, really old days. Oh my god. Bro, that's crazy. How did I forget about Malku? That's insanity. That's illegal. Oh man. The Finnish god, bro. GG's Lumio as well, man. Well played. Hopefully we get the score soon. Maybe I should actually look at the Discord. Maybe the score's already available and I'm being silly. No, not yet. We're gonna wait a touch longer. Yeah, there's Levithy. Well, I don't think Levithy is as good as like Fate Strikes though, because I remember even playing with Levithy a long time ago, and he was even playing Void then. But I feel like Fate Strikes, for sure. Like if you were to rate, okay, that's one thing. If you were to rate the best Void player, even in NA, who would it be? That's a cool question, because I swear that's so much of an unconventional character, bro. Like, who would you say? Even in NA, who is the best Void player? I don't really know. I swear, is he even picked in NA? I want to see the pick rates now. I'm kind of interested. Even in like historically. Oh, dude, this delay is so annoying, bro. We gotta do what we gotta do, though. Come on, where are the results? Yeah, I remember when he was climbing up the scene. Oh yeah, Numa, yeah. Wait, Kappa Gods? What, you saying Kappa Gods? Oh, Yuki as well, Numa, Voidbot. Oh, Voidbot! Wow, that's an old name. I swear that's an old name. Maybe I'm tripping on that. Yuki, okay. Numa's the best Void player. Jigs, yeah, Yggdrasil. I mean, I saw him in my chat not too long ago. Yeah, I think it's got to be Numa. Yeah, I definitely remember Voidbot, and I'm sure I've seen Yuki in clips, or I've seen him like when I watched Tier 2 scrims at like it's like 1:30 a.m. at like night, and I can't sleep. I just open Twitch and I'm like, oh okay, I'll just watch some scrims, and then I'm like, oh yeah, there's a Void player, but then I just forget the names because I'm like half asleep, right? I'm just like trying to look at some cool plays and trying to find a way to sleep. I'm pretty sure everyone does that, right? You're just like half asleep watching or half awake watching a game. 3-star GA was peak. Oh my god. Oh, please don't. Oh my god. 3-star GA. Even just the old red GA, bro. With like Replicator or something was crazy work. Thanks, Olnox, for the follow as well, dude. Appreciate you, man. We're just waiting for the scores, and then I can hopefully give everyone a rundown of what to expect tomorrow in respective teams. You know, the people who qualified. The 3 people who have already qualified, I can tell you, from Group A is Old, Apex, and KT. Hopefully I can find their player names and stuff to give you guys a bit more context for who those people are. Because obviously you didn't even see them. So Apex is Vipero, Lizardo, Rhapsody. KT is Mystic, Crocus, and Kazamo. And who's the third one? My memories. Oh, I've got memory of a goldfish. Never mind, the scores are here. I'd have to delay any longer. There we go. Boom. Hopefully that works. So we do see NFS, SWT, CAF, Aya, AT, Fish, Hat, ROG, and 1QW qualifying. So it's going to be Old, Apex, and KT from Group A. And from Group B is NFS, SWT, CAF, Aya, AT, Fish, Hat, ROG, and 1QW. Unfortunately, we have to say goodbye to ATK, FLF, and SUS. I hope you guys had a good time anyway with the qualifiers. But that's it for today, I reckon. We did it. We made it. I'd like to thank everyone for watching. And obviously, make sure you tune in for Qualifiers tomorrow. As I mentioned, there will be a special guest. Someone that you've not heard from for a decent amount of time will be joining me with the cast. Alright, guys. Love you all. Get some good sleep, everyone that's been playing, so you can perform for tomorrow. And I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace.